Yeah, yeah.
Man,
We
what's
told
that?
you we was coming, did we tell you? Did we well tell you? See this stuff.
Man, what's
Was
going on, man?
nothing working, man. Working. Man, just here. I'm glad to be here another day, man. I'm glad to be able to have a job and just glad to be able to do this podcast, man. That's all.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm glad, man. Y'all,
That's
we thank y'all, and we're back for today. We probably do open mic night. We just don't know what day it's gonna be because we work. We have a work
right,
schedule,
right, right, right.
so we might pop on between a Monday and a Thursday. So it don't matter.
And I hope you guys can understand that, like, we for one, we at the beginning stage, as far as we're not getting paid for this, and we have to go work. If you guys want to see more consistent content, hear the things that we speaking about, hey, donate, donate, get it to the point. This can be our full time job. You know, like,
Yeah, I ain't gonna
we
argue
ain't
with
do. Look what he just said. Like, we definitely ain't doing it for the money, but if you send it, we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. So,
you.
just
Oh man,
what's going on
oh
with you,
man, oh
brother?
man. Nothing much, man. Nothing but just work, man. Man, all this stuff. Y'all, we just chit chatting for a few minutes and some more people
We are
come in. Man, I'm
right,
telling
right.
you, all this stuff that's going on out here in this world right now,
It's a lot.
it's a
It's a
lot, man.
it's a lot, man. It's the sad thing with me is a lot of the stuff that I'm hearing that's coming to my attention, man. It's in my own city. It's in
Yeah.
my own city, and it's one of them things that it happens everywhere, but you when it's in your own when it's in your face and you can see it and people, the areas, you know the towns. It's like, man, for real, man. I know I can't save the entire world, but I just would like to know that what I'm doing is putting positive energy out in the neighborhood, because when it's your city in your hometown and these people know you, you would just think that you have done something in the neighborhood to where, like, I'll give you this story right quick. The reason why I'm sitting here with you today and I'm not locked up, I'm not in jail, or I'm not dead 6 feet deep was because every time I knew I was about to go too far, I thought of two people in my mind, my uncle, my brother. I thought of them and I was like, I didn't want to let them down. That's the only reason why. If I didn't have my brother and my uncle, I would have went too far because I felt like nobody cared. But because I
Mhm.
knew my brother and my uncle was there, I was like, I can't. Yeah, I did some bull, I did some crazy stuff, but taking it to that next level is something more dangerous and serious. And I think a lot of these young kids, man, they just don't have that person to think to when they before they do it, they just think, who gonna care? And a lot of them, they feel like nobody gonna care. So I just hope that I done touch some young man, some young lady's life to where, like, when they about to make that choice, they can think of me and just like, I can't let him down, because it's happening. It's happening right now,
It,
man.
it, it is happening, and it's happening at a doggone rapid pace too. But
Right.
it ain't like it's slow. And
Yeah, yeah. No, no,
I
it's
should
happening.
say a lot of times, even in my Facebook post, I said it. I've been saying it about the past 4 or 5 years. Y'all, what y'all gonna do when it start happening here?
Right,
When it used to
right,
be far off in New York or Chicago or LA. What you
right,
gonna do when it start happening here? Now it's happening here.
right.
So
And they
what
don't
are we
know.
gonna do?
They don't know. They don't know. And the problem. I think what happened. Well, I don't think I know what's happening. People don't prepare themselves for this stuff because a part of them feel like it's not going to happen to them. And then the other part, you're just selfish. You don't want to put in no work to help. You want instant gratification for yourself, but you don't want to put in long-term work for the betterment of you, your family, and your community. And here's what happened. When it happens to you, when it happens in front of your doorstep, now you want the entire neighborhood to galvanize behind you. I'm sorry, that's still selfish. That's still selfish.
Yep.
You don't want to help out with resources, but when it's you want all the resources for you. And then you wonder why people look, peep this, guys. You wonder why people they start off heavy and strong for a day or two, but then you start seeing people fall off in your own life. And now you mad because people is not there step by step for you. Don't you know you had an opportunity to be step by step for somebody else?
That's right, man.
Because it's you though. Because it's you, it's different. It's heavier. No, you're gonna have to bear that. You're gonna have to bear that.
Just like my saying I had on I got a bracelet. A friend of mine, my friend had it made for me. It doesn't matter to you till it affects you.
Right.
That's when a lot of them want to care, and like you said, if it causes you now, it's hitting home now. It's you now. You want everybody to do this and everybody to say this and everybody to just whatever.
Right.
If you see something happen, you've seen something happen, you should open your mouth. But a couple of weeks ago, you seen stuff happen, didn't say nothing.
Didn't say nothing, not a word. Not a word.
But now it hit your house, now you ready to say something.
Right. Man, I remember a while ago, I forgot, this has been a couple of years. Something happened in the streets. And I remember this particular woman. Don't nobody say nothing. Don't nobody snitch. Let the streets handle the street stuff. Don't bring nobody into it. 2 weeks later, it was at her doorsteps. And now she's a different tune. Somebody say something, please. So y'all know something. Y'all act like you don't want to speak. That fast. You were the one that was talking about don't nobody say nothing. Let the streets handle the stuff. But then when it happened to your family, you want people to talk.
Always, man.
I hate it, man.
Always.
I hate it. We can't move forward. We can't move forward if we pick and choose when we're going to give our time and services.
Exactly. You can't say I'm with this when it's in my house, but I'm not even with you when it's at somebody else's house.
Facts.
But you're with somebody else. You'll be with somebody else as long as y'all know each other that tight like that. But if not, if it don't concern you, it don't even matter. I'm watching this video that this man was protecting his home, and he shot them 3 teenagers. And they, he shot through the door, and they want to prosecute him. But the Ring camera caught everything. They were trying to kick his door in.
Right.
So he shot through the door. And when they went back and started looking at some of the evidence and stuff too, they even said they had guns and stuff, like they were gonna come in and zip tie, they were gonna rob them. But you get prosecuted for protecting your own home.
Right. And that bothers me so much because there is so many rules in place that really protect the robbers. Like they're making new rules. You can't shoot at somebody if they're running away. Like if you're in my house, your instinct, especially if you don't do this for life, if your instinct is to turn around and run. What they're not saying that when they turn around and run, they're gonna be shooting back at you. So just because they turned around, I can't shoot now. Also, if they're face to face to me and they're not aggressive towards me, I can't shoot. No, they broke into my house. They broke in my house, and I have a right to defend myself and my family and my goods. But it has to be like, name me the one person that thinks clearly when somebody's breaking into the house, not knowing this person got a gun or whatever they have with them. Ain't nobody thinking clearly. They thinking of protection mode. And there's so many legalities that goes against the people, the hard-working citizen. But that robber, that thief, they exploit them rules every day. That's why they feel like they can do this stuff without getting penalized.
Yeah, until they get into that courtroom.
Yeah, right. But so also, dude, what you just said, I don't know if you remember this. You from over there was this story this years ago, probably about 15, 20 years. And I know the boys. I went to school with these boys. They was I ain't gonna say the names. They were, the hit boys and stuff, whatever. On a Sunday, they went to this lady house and they was gonna rob her. This woman stayed by herself. She was 88 years old. They not knowing that she just got home from church, and they pulled up to her yard probably about 7, 8 people, and before they even could knock on the door, she had steps and she was on the step. They was on the step. She yelled out, "I'm shooting." That's what she said. And about 2 3 seconds later, she I don't know if it was a 12 gauge or single barrel, but she shot a shotgun through her door and knocked the little dude off the steps. Now, here's the sad thing about it. When she shot him, his homies was running and they was shooting back at the house. So while he was falling, they was shooting him while he was falling. This little boy, 15 years old, lost his life at 15. And the sad thing about it, he had his mom and his dad that would give him and get him anything he wanted. He was in with the wrong crowd. The guys he was hanging around didn't have the family and stuff, but the one guy who didn't have to live that life is the one guy who paid for it. Now at the age of 15, he gone. The rest of his life is over. It's over. He's in the ground as I'm saying this story.
Mm-mm.
This happened in Anson County.
Yeah, and it's so much. It is so much, man. Y'all, this y'all first time tuning in. We like to welcome you all to Open Mic Night. Speaking of that, Neil, Brandon working on something for Open Mic Night too.
Really?
Yeah, I think you're gonna like it when you hear it, man.
Okay.
He was messing around with it before we got on. But yeah, you gonna like this.
Hey, I'm working on something too for us. I don't want to say nothing because I saw it on somebody else's YouTube channel, and I want to bring this to everything that I do. Once I figure out how to do it and then do it, I'm gonna tell you about it.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you. It's exciting.
No, you can't say that right now. Nah.
Okay, I'm gonna just say this, guys. It's 2025. I don't care your age. You have to adapt to this AI. That's all I'm gonna say. This AI is here and it's going nowhere.
Matter of fact,
I feel.
No, go ahead.
You got it. No. I was just gonna say I feel comfortable with it because in my mind, I really do believe that I seen the movie I, Robot. I've seen all these movies and stuff. I do think that's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen in my timeline, in my lifetime. So I'm good. I'm gonna use this stuff.
If they keep on going rapid like it is, it's gonna happen in our lifetime.
I'm with you. It can.
Because I put a post up similar to what you were saying today. I said, a lot of us don't want to adjust to the times. Basically, what I'm saying, we don't want to adjust to the technology of what's going on. So we stay in this old mindset, and you wonder why you can't move forward from it.
Right. Life is going by you, and you're stuck in the same old place, man. And it's like, no, I'm glad that I always had the mind of change. And just and I just like to be in the know. I like to know what's current.
And whether y'all like it or not, this world's not going back to the old ways.
It ain't.
It's going
not
forward.
At all.
Whether you gonna get on or whether you just gonna sit on the sideline, watch this bus train go pass you by.
Right. Hey, I was gonna say what Benny Siegel said in I think it was State Property. He said you better get down or lay down. And if you lay down, you're gonna stay down. So get down with this new way. Get down with this new way.
That's right. Just get down with a new way. I mean, it's happening whether you want it to happen or not. It is happening.
Right.
But yeah, man, and watching the video today, this guy went to the courthouse with other guys, and he I guess just listening because he's trying to help some of the young people.
Right.
Judge gave this dude, 16-year-old guy, gave him 55 years.
What? In Anson County?
No, not in Anson County.
Oh,
it was just a video I was watching.
Gotcha.
55 years, 16 years old.
What did he do?
He didn't go into detail what he did. But he did some serious crime. 55 years, you 16. That means you 71 if you don't get out on probation. You're 71 when you come out of there. And if it's fair times, you're gonna do all that. unless the Lord put his hand on somebody.
I
16.
can do it, man. You got
16.
look, you young gangsters, you young men. I'm gonna be honest. I think the realest thing, I think you the realest person when you can be honest and truthful. And I look at myself real because I'm a coward. I can't do 55 years. I can't. I can't. I would not. I cannot. It's not. I'll be watching videos to say, "Well, I can do 55 years just like that." It's nothing to me. No, I don't even want to do. I don't even want to do 55 minutes. I don't.
Not even seconds.
And not even say. I don't even want to do 50. Take one of the five. I don't want to do 5 seconds. And I'm like, y'all think this stuff is cool, man? Carl, I really think these kids think that is not going to happen to them. Think they're not going to get caught. They think their charming ways is going to get them off when they're in front of the judge. And the sad truth, they don't know it's a cycle and it's a plot to get them. They don't know this. And if they know it, they're being ignorant. So you really think you about to go in front of this judge and talk your way out of this? No, this ain't your mom or your dad that love you and gonna give you leniency. This judge, they have a system that says, I want you. They just listening to you, and it's like, all right, yeah, let's let due process happen. But we already jury, we already know what's going on, right? Y'all know what's going on in the audience. You about to get this 55 years. Go ahead and say this. Go ahead. Be remorseful. Cry. Say you're sorry. You're going away. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing.
Mama can't help you. Daddy can't help you. There's nothing you can do about it, man. But just sit there and just be like, my God, dude ain't 15, 16 years old. You know, they laughing and smiling and doing all the little signs when they come in the courtroom until that judge start saying when he getting ready to lay down the law on. Then that laugh is wiped away. That smile is wiped away. Then I watched one time, dude crying for his mama. Mama said, ain't nothing I can do.
Ain't nothing I can do.
We told you. See, it's one guy I was watching today. He said he'd been to the penitentiary 3 times while he was young. And he's out here now trying to, tell the young guys, this ain't the life you YNs, they call them YNs now.
Right.
This ain't the life you want. He said this is a system that is designed to not help you, but to hurt you. It's designed to make you fail.
Right. They don't know this. They definitely don't know this.
They definitely don't know, man. And it's getting wild out here. And a lot of these young guys, and now even the young girls, y'all think it's a game out there. This is not a game out there. Y'all, I know my boy gonna hold me down until I get home. You actually think your boy gonna hold you down? You got 30 years to life. You think he gonna hold you down?
I got some truth about that once I get finished making my page public so people can see this. I definitely got some truth about that.
Do you think that? Most of the time, your boy that said he gonna hold it down until you get back, he gonna hold your girl down until you get back.
Oh man, you saying my truth right now. You saying what I'm gonna tell them. Oh shoot.
If y'all want to know what's really going on, watch some of these other movies that these guys are really telling the truth about what goes on behind the scenes. This ain't no joke out here. This is real. This ain't what's that? Grand Theft Auto. You can match a reset button after you take somebody out, or they take you out.
Put in a code.
Yeah, put in cheat code. You can't put no code in this one. The only code that's gonna be put in is when they put that number at the top of that death certificate.
That's it. And that that is never gonna change.
Nope. 100 years from now, that's your code on your death certificate. Man, this is crazy, man. Everybody's tuning in. Y'all welcome Open Mic Night. We just talking about some various things that's really going on in this world. Y'all better open your eyes up if you think it's a joke. Y'all better open your eyes up. Stop being so freaking naive.
But this the life they want to live. Like they want to live this life. I don't know what done failed them. I don't know who's not in their life, and I don't know why it's so easy. I don't know why it's so easy for them to fall in this life. It's like the worse the circumstance is, the easier it is for them to do.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like, is it easy? Like, is it like I don't know, man. Like I think I can get it only because I was around it when I was young. But I had this thing to where like I hated being a follower because I told myself if I'm gonna get in trouble, I'm gonna get in trouble for what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not gonna get in trouble because somebody else is doing it, and now I got to say, well, he told me to do this and that. No, and the stuff I got in trouble for, but I never ever took it too far because I was like, I know if I take this far, then there's here's my mind. My mom is poor, my dad is poor, my family is poor, and the people who got a little bit of money, do they want to spend their resources to come get me out of jail?
No.
I thank God for even allowing me to think like that. And I really thought like that. Like I'm going off the tangent right now, but I never smoked a drink because I was like, the money I put in marijuana or alcohol, I can use that to buy me a video game. Yeah. Like that was just my mindset. A car, whatever I like, a car, a clothes. And I was like, I never understood the drinking. I never understood the drugs. I never understood another thing why I never even sold drugs, because I love people. I always love people. So why I'm gonna sell something to somebody that hurts them? I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it.
Nah, man. Man, back growing up, when I was growing up and stuff, and James probably can tell you here, our thing was playing basketball or dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the schoolhouse to the dances and stuff. You might have heard about some fights, and every now and then you hear about a shooting or maybe a stab. But all the stuff that we see now, we didn't hear about that. We were too busy, dancing and just enjoying.
Right. Man, I'm trying to undo my page right now, man. Like for some reason, when I do a live stream on this, it on my page, it goes to just friends. It doesn't go to public.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to
handle that while we continue on.
Gotcha.
Parents, we always say, and we'll say it to the end of time. Watch what your kids are doing on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Watch what they're doing. Watch what they're playing. Type of music they're playing. Watch the type of friends when they're on Facebook Live or they just on live themselves. Watch what they're doing. This is not a joke in this world. Right. Stop being so naive that you feel like, well, I know my child ain't doing it. You know your child to a certain extent. You're not always around your child 24/7. No matter what, I don't care who you are, you're not around 24/7. Yes, it is some things that I know my kids won't do, but there's some things I don't know what they may do because I don't know.
Right.
So parents, stop, and please stop trying to be their friend. That's why they treat y'all a certain way. They look at you as a friend. Kind of say a lot of people. Kind of say a lot of people should think like you. Why hurt people? That's right. Why hurt them?
Here's my thing. Here's my thing. And this is why parents hear this. This is why the school system is calling you all the time about your child. This is why the police is bringing your child home. This is why people don't want to be around you because of your child. It's because you treating your child like a friend. If your child if you treat your child like a friend, that child gonna build a friend relationship with you. A friend relationship, here's the thing. Let me be a little honest. Me and Carl, in my heart, me and Carl would never have an argument because we're friends. He ain't my father. I'm not his son. Vice versa. It ain't no romance or nothing going on. And we're going after the same goal. There's no hierarchy. I respect Carl because he's older and he have lived this life 20 years more than I have. So I can learn from him. But when you have a child and father dynamic and the child is the father's friend, then there's no authority. His number one authority is his parents, but the parents don't give that. So when they go to school and they see a teacher, a counselor, a principal, they don't even know how to respect authority because they don't respect it at the house. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you getting mad. You are getting mad because the school is calling. Why my son did it? I didn't raise him to do this. You're right. You didn't raise your child. You didn't raise your child to do that. You didn't instill in your child. You laughed when your child started cussing, thought it was cute. You was okay with the stuff that your child was watching on YouTube and stuff. You thought it was funny. So when it comes to the discipline and instilling some realness inside your child, you didn't give them that. So when they go to school, they buck wild at school because mom and dad is not here. Oh, by the way, I'm friends with my mom and dad. So why would I respect this teacher when I don't even have to respect my mom and my dad like that?
Exactly.
Think about that.
And then even y'all so close, you calling him your friend, mess around. Hey, Cornelius, how you doing? No, I'm your daddy.
Right.
You only pronounce my name when somebody asks you about what's my name, like in school and stuff. You don't sit around and say, "Hey, Carl, what?"
Right.
I know, my kids may do it joking around, like I do with my mama sometimes. I call her Pearline sometimes. She just started laughing, but she said, "I know you just joking." Because I knew you for real. She 92, and she said, "I still butt you side your head."
I bet you side your head, right? I bet you side your
Oh
head.
man, I wish I could get my mom on here without knowing it. Boy, let me change that because that might not go too well.
Hey, that's what we need. That's literally what we need, man.
Yeah, I had to put that doggone mute button, man.
We need somebody that's on here that doesn't know and doesn't. I ain't saying your moms don't know, but in general, we need somebody who don't know and don't care about social media, who don't understand social media, who don't know why we got to speak PC and why I can't say this and say that. That's what we need on here.
When they get to that age, you just let them go. Let them go.
And don't care. And don't care at all. Hey man, we need that. Like, right. We need somebody like that.
Yeah, man. Y'all, everybody tuning in. Welcome to Open Mic Night. We on here talking about some various topics, and I'm telling you, I know y'all see all this stuff that's going on with all these unaliving these people. I know y'all see all this. It's kidnapping is still on the rise, y'all. Right. Don't be distracted like it's not. Kidnapping is still on the rise. Now we see all this stuff going on with the ISIS stuff, and now we see what's going on out there in LA with these riots.
Right. Oh man. Oh man.
Travis, what's up, man? All this stuff going on out there, boy. Hey, I can say one thing. I ain't afraid to say it.
Go ahead, say it.
Whether they are here legally or illegally, they stick together regardless.
Right.
Regardless
all the time. All the time.
They stick together, boy. And I mean stick together.
You know what bothers me? Because you're right 100% with that. I'm thinking about, you said they stick together. I'm thinking about what my people would do. I think if that was happening to us, I can look up to a house or an apartment and look at people just looking out the windows, blinds down.
Mm-hmm.
I can see people walking up, and in my mind, I'm thinking that they about to help, but they just walking up to record the situation with the cell phones. That's what I'm thinking. It's nothing but a story, and you're just happy that it's not happening to you.
Yeah, I know it. Connie said, and parents don't respect their children. Talk to them any kind of way, call them out their name. Parents don't show respect, and the children don't know how to show respect. Man, it's so much of that going on, Connie.
Right.
So much of that going on.
Right. Right.
It's plumb sad, for real, for real.
Right. And the thing is, here's the thing that I laugh internally about, because I have some friends that's going through that with their kids right now. You can do that because your child is young, and you can do that because you can control your child. Exactly. Understand, your child is going to be a teenager one day, and your child is going to be bigger, faster, stronger, younger. And your child, if you cannot get your child to respect you now, why you think you can demand respect when they 15 and 16?
They don't got too far gone.
No, they too far gone. You know, there's even I'm gonna give the little kids a pass, because even these little, like you call them, the YNs, even these young kids that doesn't respect their parents or whatever, I have seen there's always one or two teachers they always respect, no matter what. Okay. That teacher, they can just see that teacher. The child can be the worst, but then that child, they see the teacher. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. It's like their tone changed, their think changed, and it's like sometimes they'll go to the teacher even before they go to their parents, because they just feel more safe and protected, and more authority is there. How that teacher have to do that is more so just be there for that child in their time of need and speak to them like a human.
Yeah, man.
And it's crazy.
It's crazy.
I would hate to see a child got more respect for a teacher or somebody else other than me. What that would shine a light on me, what I'm not doing, right?
Yep.
How you respect them, but I'm the one that had a good night with your moms, and now I raised you to this point, but you don't respect me, but you respect them. That's a reflection of me, not my child. My child is a reflection of me. Mm-hmm. Come on, y'all ain't hearing what I'm saying. You mad at your child because they not respecting you. Your child is a reflection of you. If you want your child to change, you change.
And I know sometimes they do pick up and get influenced by somebody else. I know sometimes they do. But if you got them in there, you got them in there. Travis, what's up, man? You want to jump on? Let me know. Because Travis got a lot of insight on the inside too, so he can share some stuff. Because right. Man, they think this life out here is a doggone game. It's almost like if I hit the pause button right now. As a matter of fact, they think it's like it's right here in the ear. I can just cut it off for a minute.
They do that. Nah, they can't do that.
And then come back at any time.
They can't. They definitely can't. That's what they think, but they totally wrong. And I'm like, man, we got to get these kids at a younger age, man. We really do.
So parents, kids, young people, y'all listen to us right here. This is what can happen. First, once it happened, you out. That's you. Mm-hmm. And that's the indicator of right there of, since I cut my camera off, that's the indicator that you were in that casket. Right. Once you're in the casket, they close that lid. I'm going to put the mute button. You can't even. That's it. That's it. It's over. Once that frontal director pull that lid down like this, or you pull it down, your parents pull it down, that's it. It's over.
I felt that right there when you did that. I felt that right there when you did that. Jesus.
There's no coming back. None. I played a video about a couple of months ago. His funeral director said he was tired of burying young people. That's something, a funeral director that's in a business that, that's what he do.
Right.
But he said he was tired of burying young people.
Right.
That means something when a funeral director is crying out for that. And he was telling them, y'all up here talking about that's your boy and everything, crying and stuff like that. He said, but y'all don't see when that mama coming down here crying because she got to pay that bill.
Right.
So y'all ain't nowhere around.
Right.
Come on, that's my boy. That's your boy. Won't you come down there and put my $2,000 on the bill for his mother or his
Preach.
dad?
Preach. Preach.
But you don't do that. So that's your boy. Then your boy, you should go down there and say, look, Miss such and such or Mr. Such and such. I'm gonna give this $2,000 on this.
Right.
Or I'm gonna get this 200. I don't have much, but I got 200. It's crazy out here, man. It's crazy. And now we got all this stuff going on, this riot. Now, I say this. We were talking. Matter of fact, today, Neil, we were talking about that. How they remember that time when it was rioting in Charlotte.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And I called two of my brothers. Both of them been in the Marines. They were like, Pete, when they call the National Guard in, and when they come in, watch how that stuff settle down. You know, some of the people tell me, yeah, man, you know, I don't care nothing. F the doggone military. F them. F the National Guard. And as soon as they came in, because you know they have the right to protect. So if they're gonna protect, they can pull the trigger.
Right.
As soon as they came in, hey man, how y'all doing? It's okay. We're not doing anything. We just out here. Whole tone change. You can play with them if you want to. Because their job is to protect those buildings.
Right.
We ain't stealing them. We ain't rioting. Okay. Whole tone change. But man, I'm watching that stuff out there in LA, boy. It's about to be a mess out there.
It is. And I just pray. I saw it. I haven't, just to be honest with all transparency, I haven't been able to fully, well, I know what's going on, but I'm not watching it. I can't continue just watching stuff like that. It makes me feel a certain way. Like I get mad, I get angry, but I know what's going on. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse.
Y'all,
I just
LA,
pray.
Yeah, and in LA is not like Israel or Saudi Arabia or Russia, thousands of miles away. LA, but 3,000 miles away from here. Now, anytime it can happen here.
That may sound like a lot, guys. In hours, that's probably from here, from where we at in North Carolina. If you're just driving, that's only what, like 30, anywhere between 36 to 40 hours.
We went out there. We drove one time. I said, I never do it again. You know, we were young. We just trying. We were just trying. You know, it's a 3-day drive. We did it like 2.5 because you know it was 4 of us. We would switch. 2 would sleep, other 2 would drive.
Right.
And so I said, you know what? It was 3,000 miles away. I said, you know what? I said, I would never ever do this.
Do it again. No. Hold on. The question is, what do y'all drive in?
Oh, we drove like a Maxima.
A Maxima.
We were comfortable. But I said, I would never, ever do this again.
Yeah, that's a drive,
man. That's a long ride, man.
And here's the thing: you better have you a nice car. You better have you a lot of gas, because there's a stretch once you get like to the West Coast on the LA. You can go an hour and a half without seeing a gas station. If you and then with me driving trucks, I done been on the interstate and I done seen abandoned cars on the side. No, you know, when we see abandoned cars down here, tire flat, somebody about to just go walk to the gas station and come back. No, people, they run out of gas and just leave their car. Literally, car been there for weeks and weeks just because they ran out of gas. Like, I'm like, y'all better know what you're doing. Don't just say we're going to LA. Hey, you got to get there first.
Yeah, that ain't no joke.
You got to get there first.
Then when you get out there, you got to be careful when you get out there.
Right.
You know, you try to school people on certain things.
Right.
These cities are different than us. You go out there, it's different. First time I went to New York, my uncle said, "Don't speak to nobody.
Yeah, right.
Don't
Facts.
speak to nobody. Don't even nod your head. Just walk past them like you don't even see them."
It's it's because like it's just like trucking. I've been trucking for 13 years, 14 years. I don't know why. In 2 seconds, I can look at somebody and tell if they new into trucking. I can just look at them. So you go out there to LA, you don't know nothing about LA, and you're just made it out there with somebody who's been out there. They know you're not from here. You don't know if these people have your best intentions or not. If they know
Yes.
you're not, if they know you're not from here and they don't have the best intentions for you, they already know you don't have no resources to even try to follow them or get any help in a timely manner.
Mm-mm.
And if you're away, if you're not from here, then that means you're far away from here. They can do whatever they want to do towards you, and people back at home may not even know. May not even know.
No, nothing.
Come on, y'all.
That's why
Come on,
That's
y'all.
why. That's why you should tell your parents if you going over such and such house. That's where you should be. Don't be telling you going over here and then you don't slipped off with some little boy. You don't slipped off with some little girl. Don't do
Right,
that because
right.
something can happen.
It's happening. It's definitely happening right now.
Something can happen, and it ain't gonna be pretty. So we looking at all this stuff that's going on around us, and it's sad because it's happening, and we see it. And you want to do something, but you can't really do nothing because it's so far away. But what's that? They're gonna have a protest in Fayetteville.
Mm,
It's starting to trickle down to the other little cities and towns now. So
mm,
I wonder what's gonna happen when it hits Charlotte. Wonder what they're gonna do.
right.
It's rough out here, bro.
I don't mean to sound bougie, but I'm glad I said Valentine. Oh, let me stop.
Well,
Yeah, what happened here in Charlotte? Oh no, I'm in a good spot. They're gonna police this area so fast.
oh yeah, they're gonna police that area big time, real
Yeah,
quick too.
right.
But yeah, man, I mean, we look at it. Oh man, that's way out there. That don't really concern us. Don't
Oh, it
concern me.
does.
And then next thing you know, here it is in your back door. And then near the first thing come out their mouth, man, when did this happen? How did we let that happen? Well, because you didn't care in the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Preach.
A lot of this stuff don't slip through it. Well, I ain't even gonna say it slipped through the crack. A lot of this stuff went through the crack. And
Right.
then they just bust the crack wide open
Right.
because we sit back and do nothing. I was sharing this with Sunday school Sunday. You know, I said we're just in a building with the name
Right.
church stamped on. I said this is just a
Right.
building. We come gather, fellowship together, get the word, learn the word, stuff like that, etc. I said this is not the church. I said we are the church. We supposed to be the church, not this
Right.
building. I said this building ain't gonna go nowhere, but you walk and you travel, you drive.
Right.
We are there. So you ain't gonna get them young people unless you go out there where they at.
Right. Preach.
Them young
They
people
don't
ain't
get
coming to
that.
the church. These
They
young
don't
people not
understand
coming to
that.
the church. I said if you even read, you ain't got to read the whole Bible. Just read certain parts of the Bible, and you will see Jesus traveled. He traveled because he understood he was a church. That's why the Pharisees and them didn't even understand what he was talking about. He said, "You can tear this building down, but in 3 days it'll be back up. It's
Be
temple
right
now.
back up. Right.
It'll be right back up." They didn't even understand what he was talking about. He was talking about he was gonna be back up
Right. Right.
because they were like, "It took us 46 years to build this building, this temple. How you gonna put this up in 3 days?" And I said, "Boy, you ain't even talking about no freaking physical building."
Right. They don't. They don't get it. They think
They're not
they
gonna get it.
know when they should know the truth.
So a lot of times, and sometimes people think I'm down in the church. I'm being hard on pastors and churches and stuff. No, I said y'all don't talk to these young people. That's why y'all don't know what they're saying.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I said when I say certain stuff to y'all in the church, whether it's in my church or anybody else, I said it's because I don't talk to some young people, and these young people are saying some stuff.
Right.
A lot of y'all think these young kids are on Facebook, on
Right.
social media while church is going on. I said, you know what they're doing? I said, they're Googling stuff and seeing what you're saying is true.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Because y'all, a lot of them use these old big fancy words and they like, okay, let me find out what he's talking about. That word don't mean that.
Right.
But because a lot of them don't read, it's easy to slide it past.
Right.
And the kids that are in church, the world is trying to pull them outside the church.
Right. Man, I'm gonna tell you how influential pastors are. I was at this church. This was my first time at this church. And guys, before I even say this, just know that I do not curse. So understand the word that I'm about to use. The preacher was up there, he was preaching, and I forgot what scripture was, but he was like, if you continue going the way that you're going to be damned to the underground fire. He said something like that. But the word that he used was damned. I saw the kid in front of me. This little kid was only but like 6, and he's just literally looking around. He looked at his mama, looked over here, and I saw him start speaking to himself. He was like, he just cussed. He just cussed. He's a pastor, and he's cussing in the church, and so nobody else saw that. Saw this little kid going through that phase, and so after church happened and stuff and everything, I didn't see the little kid, but I was just asking myself, I hope I see this kid. So I went to the bathroom. The little kid was in the bathroom, and I literally talked to that kid. I went to the kid. I went to the scripture. I told him, I said, how I started out, I said, hey, I want to let you know, Pastor didn't cuss. He didn't cuss. This term, this what it means. This is the term, this cuss word, this what this curse word mean, but this is what this mean. And when I left that little child, he understood. I don't know if he really understood, but I'm glad I was able to do that. So when he grow older, he can go back to that moment and say, oh yes, he did try to convey this to me. But I'm only saying that to say, Pastor, you don't know how important you are to the growth of people in your audience. And sometimes it's best for you to be clear in details so you can properly lead using big words. Even though there's big words in the scriptures, but sometimes that child or even that grown person don't even understand the meaning of that big word. So where you might want to break it down in a way so where they can understand it, so you won't lose your own congregation. There's a lot of people that sit under you only because not because the word is good, not because they understand, but they only there because of you. And it's better for them to be there because you are a great leader. You are a leader of a flock, not because you're cool in the neighborhood. That's a plus. But make sure you're able to penetrate their spirit in a way that can cause them to want to change than just saying, oh yeah, Pastor, he was cool, and then the next day they back to their same stuff through the week, just waiting for Sunday.
Yep, just waiting for Sunday.
Waiting for Sunday, and then on Monday they back to their old self. Come on, man.
And everybody tuning in, y'all, we'd like to welcome you all to Open Mic Night. This is your first time here. We welcome you. Appreciate you. Thank you everyone for your support. This is your first time here. You can say hello, hi, put a 1 in the chat. You can put the wave emoji in there. Just let us know that you're in here. Hey, I'm gonna play Travis' video, man.
All right.
Play Travis' video. Young people, if y'all are listening, listen closely. And we're gonna, if Travis, if you're still in here, we gotta get you back on, man. So you can tell the story to these young cats, boy. I'm telling you. It is something Wow, man. For real, for real.
When I first came home, one of my dogs from back in the day, he told me, bro, let's get back, let's get this money. I said, no turning back, I can't get back. I can't do that. So it was like trying to put me back in the streets. I couldn't do that. It was no turning back.
No turning back. See, when he came home, see, they tried to pull him back, man. They try to pull you back in these streets, y'all. Young people, you out the streets, stay out the streets. If you out them, stay out of them. You know, it's two things that the street will offer you. Prison and death. Nothing else. There's no fame, there's no glory out there. Oh, yeah, the devil gonna make it look good and sound good and feel good, but it's no good. Prison or death. We don't have Travis Clark on. We don't have him on talking about it. We don't have Pastor James Jr. on. He was telling the inside story. He's a pastor now. He was telling the inside story. And just to listen to them stories, man, it's like, wow. It is something serious out here. It's right. No game. It's no game. I know y'all might be getting tired of me hearing, y'all get tired of me saying that, you hearing that, but I have to keep saying it because it's no game. Right. This is no game. And what are you going to do? Hang around your boys? Some of you hang around your boys and y'all get caught and get in some trouble. They're going to look at you and they're going to put everything on you. It ain't mine, it was his. It ain't mine, it was his. It ain't mine, it was his. And you become the victim of whatever you got in that car. It's not even your car, but it's your stuff. So now you sitting there trying to say, man, that ain't my stuff. That's what's name. What 3 people said it was yours. Who you think they're gonna go with?
Hey, Carl. Let's be honest though. Let's be honest. Most of the time, it ain't their car. It's either their mom's or their girl's car.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Most of the time, let's want to be honest. So you doing this trifling stuff in somebody else's vehicle? Come on, man.
And now you sitting down in the interrogation room and they saying what the other 3 guys said was your stuff. So you better start talking. See now, and then you get into this mode like you ain't no snitch. Boy, okay. You ain't gonna be no snitch. They be out there free. You finna do some time.
But look, let me also show you the game on that. On one hand, yeah, that's 100% true. This is the game. Sometimes the officers don't have nothing, but they know how to pit both of you against one another. You can be friends for 10, 15, 20 years. And then you in a room with an officer that you just met because of what you went through. And in a couple of minutes, they got statements from both of you going against one another.
Now the friendship broke.
Gone. So it's a game all the way around. It's a game all the way around, and you're the joke.
It's something, boy. It is something.
Carl, they might flag this one again, man. They don't want this truth out.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. They just flag it. They just flag it, man. You know, and I understand that, and I see that too. You remember, because I told you about it. You know, you're gonna take down stuff that we trying to help. So you don't want no help. You don't want to help nobody. They like it to be in the algorithm of all this negative stuff. And then when the positive stuff comes through, we just brush that to the side. Don't even waste your time watching. No, we may not be a big platform like everybody else, and we may not talk with the most eloquent words like a lot of them talk, but we talking our own little truth. And most of them, that you see, they're just talking and getting stuff from whatever they're seeing themselves too. So
right.
But we're not here to try to be better than everybody else. We just stay in our own little lane. We got all the followers here. We got all the crowd that come here. We appreciate each and every one of y'all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's just like some mega pastors. Most mega pastors don't even know 25% of their members, not by name.
Right.
And oh, I just love them so much. Okay. But it's so much going on, man. And now you see a lot of these pastors being exposed, and I'm like, okay, I guess this is the time of exposure.
It's getting bad, man. We have to keep saying it's getting bad, because once I accept that no, it is bad, there's another level that happened. It gets worse.
Mm-hmm.
It gets worse, man.
And Neil, I tell you, this is the sad part about it. It's got to get worse before it gets better.
I think the problem I got to figure out, how worse is it gonna get?
It's almost like Charleston White said. It's gonna take a whole. You're gonna have to wipe out a few of the generations for it to start to get better.
But here's the thing, though. Now, if we do that, when the new generations come, what do they have to leverage off?
I hope from the teaching that their parents giving them. So parents, that means y'all got to step up. Oh, it's funny. Y'all like to make the little videos and want to be the TikTok stars and Instagram, Facebook, social media stars. It's funny when your little kids are doing all this stuff, and it's funny. And like you said earlier, Neil, it's funny because night your little kids cussing. Oh, that's so cute. But then when the child about doggone 10 years old, 12 years old, he cussing you out, that ain't cute no more. Now you want to try
Definitely
to
ain't cute. Yep. Ain't gonna work. Can't work.
I seen this video, man. This guy was asking these little kids, little kid like, this is my block. Yeah, he couldn't do no more, about 6, 7 years old.
Oh, I saw it. It was a little dude with a mic, and it was 2 kids, and it was the one on the left. I saw that the other day.
Man.
And he was talking, this little kid, yeah, he was like 5, 6, was talking like he was like 17 or 18. Are you serious?
You don't own no block. You don't own no block. You don't own nothing unless you got the deed to it.
He said more than that. I was like, who is this little dude around? Who is his peers? Who is the people that his parents, his brothers? How is he able to speak like this? How is he knowledgeable? And he was a child. He wasn't just speaking. It sounded like he was coherent. He knew what he was saying.
Yes.
He understood what he was saying. That's a gift and a curse, because at 5, you able to understand, you able to comprehend that. That's amazing. I see the blessing in that. But for you to comprehend that mess, somebody is failing this little dude. A lot of people. And
I would like, go ahead, finish.
No, I was agree with you. I was like, and you're right. I heard what you said. Yeah. You talking about you block you don't even own your pajamas you wear that night.
None of that stuff, man. And
you don't own nothing.
And adults, if y'all are paying attention, I want y'all to look at something. Look at your community, where they are building housing developments and apartments developments. Look at the community. Just look now. I want y'all to look. Once upon a time when the community was bad, look at that certain community as of today. Nice apartments, nice housing developments. It's designed to push everybody out the way. No, and they'll let you know this is not yours. This is ours. At any time, somebody can come in and buy up that land and push you out of it. If you go down to Statesville Avenue in Charlotte, you've been out through there before, have you, Neil?
Mm-hmm.
Have you been down there lately?
Yeah, I have.
See how it's different now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
At
Yep.
any time. So
Let me tell you something. We got one closer right here in Monroe. If you and guys, yeah, you
What's
man,
up,
you
bro?
guys, y'all here. What's up, Prince and Miles? What's up? Y'all here. You go on OCH Old Monroe Road. If
Yeah.
you follow that entire road all the way through Charlotte, it's actually eminent domain going on right now. They taking houses, they taking commercial companies that closed up because they're about to expand that 2-lane road to a 4-lane road.
yeah.
And they came in. Here's what, look, guys, this is what Carl is saying right now. They're gonna come in and say, I'm gonna give you this chunk of money because we're taking your stuff. You can fight it if you want, but if you fight it, you're going to lose. There's nothing you can do. They're gonna say you either take this money or you take nothing, because this is gonna happen. There's people that just moved on that road that was only there for about like a week or 2 weeks. And now eminent domain came in, and now they got to get out of here. You go down the road, you see that black tarp, you see them flags. That lets you know how much of land that they're taking. This land going all the way up to people like front door.
Oh man, yeah.
They taking this stuff.
When I take Brandon to a doctor's appointment, I go through that way sometimes. Get off 74 out the traffic. Yeah.
Check it out. Check it out now. And I'm pretty sure you already knew that, but it's like it's crazy. I knew what eminent domain was, and I know what it is, but it didn't register until I saw it. Till I actually saw it. I was like, oh, and I was even mad because I was like, what am I got a house here? And like, oh, here's another thing what's happening. There's a lot of people that have moved out of them houses, but now they still own the property. So they renting out the property just until like they fully taken it, they start working in them areas. But I was like, what's going on? What if I moved here? I moved my family here, and now I got to just up and move, get another spot. Like, yeah, it happens, guys. You may own your stuff, but you don't own your stuff.
You say this your block all you want to. You don't own nothing on there. You ain't got no deed. You don't own nothing. At any time, they can come in and say, you know what? This is ours now. Y'all got 90 days to get out. All y'all dealers, y'all ain't got to move. But when we start bringing the construction in, y'all gonna move in. You can't stop them. It's sad, man. It's sad.
And another reason why you can't stop them is because we don't stick together. You can put up a better fight if we stick together. You're doing this stuff by yourself.
All the time.
Mm-hmm. True.
And I tell this story sometimes, not trying to be funny with nobody or nothing like this. I tell this story because it's true. I had a friend of mine, I ain't seen Carlos in a while. He's a Latino. And we just talk all the time. So one day I just asked him, I said, hey man, I said, how are y'all getting all this stuff? He said, what you mean? I said, y'all getting these businesses and y'all getting these stores, y'all getting stuff started. He just simply looked at me and said, Carlos, I'm tell you the truth. While y'all busy fighting and unaliving each other, we down to the banks. What does it take to get this? How much money we got to come up with?
Right.
So when he said, and he was telling the truth, he said, while y'all out here fighting over because you want to be better than somebody else, we putting our money together and our resources together. That's why we can buy all this stuff.
Right. He
said, whenever y'all ever grab hold of that concept, he said, y'all will be unstoppable. I said, oh my goodness, man.
Yeah.
And it was one guy on Instagram. He said, instead of 100 black men and 100 Mexicans fighting against each other, why don't 100 black men and 100 Mexicans come together, put our money together, and buy all this stuff?
Mm-hmm.
but won't do it because man, you got more than me. Ain't about having more than you.
Right.
This is about we growing and having stuff. This is not about division,
Right.
but Neil, we said it before. People don't read.
Right.
If you read that Willie Lynch letter, and I know a lot of y'all won't go read it, but you read it 300-400 years ago, he said it on the river bank. Put them all together, make some of them like they're better than the other. They'll start hating on each other. Boom. 300-400 years later, look what's going on. Oh, you just think you better than me? No, I don't think I'm better than you. I just decided to change my mindset and my whole outlook of life. That'll make me
Right.
better than you. I'm trying to be better than my own self, not better than you. I ain't got nothing
Right,
to do
right.
with you. Matter of fact, if you're saying that when we come together, then
Right.
we see it all the time. They started business together, and they tell you, they don't fell out.
Yep. Yep. Egos.
And now
Not
you
knowing
look,
what it even takes. Not knowing what it even takes to make a successful business between two people. It's going to take a lot of conversation and communication. It's going to take a lot of sacrifice. Y'all supposed to be working this thing together, but you're actually pitting yourself against one another because you want this and this person want that, and y'all can't have no common ground or no compromise.
you go down Morgan Mill Road right now, right there by the QT. Soon you turn right there, that strip mall right there, number Latino.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think Mr. G's still there. I don't know if he still own it, but all the way down even to where he at, it's Latino. Over in Rockingham, all the Mexican restaurants, man.
Mm-hmm. We the only one that doesn't have a community. We got people that have set up shop by themselves in other places, but every other community has a plaza, has a strip mall, has a neighborhood. And you cannot go in there and work. They hire their own.
I'm glad you said that.
That's what
I went and picked up Brandon Medicine last week. Yeah. And I said, I'm gonna just jump right here and go by Firehouse for a head on down the road. And went in the Firehouse. I hadn't been in about 6 months. I'm sitting there, took my order. The Indian woman took my order. So I'm sitting there. I've seen an Indian person making a sub, one cutting the meat, one doing this, the other going back in the back. I'm sitting there like, you the owner? Yeah. Owner of Firehouse.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be some Caucasian people that owned it.
Yeah.
I'm like, and they got everybody working.
That's crazy.
They have their culture working for them. Yeah. I'm like,
yeah.
Wow.
And they start them young too. Like I'm gonna tell you, I mean, shoot, I go get pedicures, I go get manicures, and when I go in there, they be having 5-year, they literally having 5-year-olds doing the stuff like the little small running errands, go get me this, go get me that. What that teach them what this is and where it's at and what it does. They sitting right beside them. They had the little daughter up at the front taking the money. She'll take the money, she'll punch on the thing and stuff like this. They're teaching them at a young age. You can go to gas stations and the Indians have their own kids that are doing it. And in my head, I'm like, who told us like we got to have a license? What do the kids have to work under 16? A worker's permit. They got to have a worker's permit. These other coaches bringing their kids in at 5 and 6
working.
So you're not even allowing our kids to work at a young age. You want to know why? Because we don't have our own that we can make them work at a young age. This is what I have right now. Son, you working here. This is a family business. This is how generational wealth is handled. We create something and we pass this down over generation. What do we have to pass down? We're working in other people's generations. We're working in other people's legacies and dreams. So when they say we can't work, they put these rules and parameters because now what you do as a child, you struggle. You struggle Now, when you turn 16, you don't even know how to work. You should have a mindset of working when you. I am so glad my uncle picked me up at the age of 6 or 7 and was allowing me to work with him. He was a carpenter, allowing me to build floors and rooms and pour cement with him at a young age. That gave me a work ethic, and it gave me a mindset of this is what I have to do. I didn't know I had to because I'm a child. I'm hanging out with uncle. I love. But when I got older, I knew what it was for. But you try to get a child to go work at 16, they don't want to work. You want to know why? Because their entire life, their moms and their dad been taking care of them and just giving them money. Why are they gonna go get a job when it's just being given to them?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we have to come together and build. If we build our own, listen to me. If we build our own, we can put our kids in that place. We can teach them how to go out and secure loans and secure stuff to keep the payments being paid so it can continue being in our hands. But we don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, no, don't even talk about it. And the thing about it, people laugh at they see little lemonade stand side the road. People laugh at it. But them kids, the parents are teaching them how to have their own business, make their own money. People laugh at it, especially already. Look at them little kids out there selling that lemonade, but they got money in their pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Then they teach them, look, we're gonna put this in here, we're gonna put this right here, save your money. Keep a little bit you want to spend and get this. Put back into your business. So that little lemonade stand might have started out with one little table. You come back within about 3 or 4 months, it's 3 tables sitting out there.
They got the entire block on lock with some lemonade.
And guess what, Neil? Guess how much it costs? $1.25.
$1.25. God.
We're gonna charge $3.50. $1.25. So they making a killing.
We're making a killing, big killing.
Making a killing with this lemonade. Then now some of them don't advance in selling cupcakes.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they ain't making the cupcakes, the parent making the cupcake, but the parent is giving them that business.
Right.
To roll with it.
But you know what that does? Like, here's the genius behind it. At a young age, you're already adapting this into that child's mind. So now, even when the child gets in their adolescent years, they already have a mind of business. They already have an understanding of money. They have an understanding of knowing what the value of a dollar is. Dude, this is the funniest thing, but it's sad. I asked my godson about 2-3 years ago, because he would just spin and spin, and every time we would go into the store, I would say, "Go pick you out a snack." He'll get the biggest snack, the biggest thing. I asked him, I'm like, what is the value of a dollar? You know what he said? This dude said 4 quarters. I'm like, really? I said, I laughed my butt up, but I was shaking my head because I was like, dude, the value is not 4 quarters, but what do I expect from a 12-year-older that has never had money introduced to him at a young age?
Yeah.
What do I expect? Now I have to teach this. And what I had to do, parents, oh man, this is a good lesson for you. What I also had to do was get out of my mind that he's supposed to just know this. I was getting mad and frustrated because I was like, you're supposed to know this. But I was like, hold up. How are you supposed to know this and his parents ain't taught him? So how are you supposed to know this if they're not teaching this in school? And if he don't do no speak, I appreciate it, Miss Maddie Parker. How are you supposed to know this if there's no seminars being bringing to the neighborhood and he don't have a family member pulling him to the side and teaching him? How are you supposed to know this? He can't.
He's not.
Other cultures got their kids in the store at a young age. So these young kids, how they stay rich? Because them kids that's in the stores at a young age, how they millionaires? They know about stocks. They know about bonds. They know how to invest. They know how to invest.
They're teaching them. Prime example. Here's a good example right here. Like us, me, you, and Brandon, Kitty, and Laura. the open mic come out of our heads. The open mic night. Brandon started out with his Smooth Talk podcast. I joined. He pulled me in. That's why a lot of times I make a kid about it. That's my boss. Brandon, my boss. I say that, but I say it in a joking way, but I'm for real because the Real Talk Conversation platform was a spinoff from the Smooth Talk, where we can combine the generations together. And then we came up, got with you, Neil, and then Kitty and Laura and Brandon. Then now we got the open mic. Because we keep it, not saying we trying to be selfish and keep with us, but we got it because anybody can jump on with us. Just got to keep it clean up. We only doing a whole bunch of cussing.
Right.
That reckless stuff. But we're on here because it's coming out of our minds. So if we could take this and like you said, you said earlier, you got something going on. See, stuff creates in the mind. And then we put it into motion. And that's how we do. I look at the Asian people with their hair and these beauty salons and stuff. And I'm sitting here, why they're so successful, why they can come in and do all this, and why it's so easy for y'all to go to them stores, but if somebody else black have one, you don't want to go to the stores. You know what they told me? Their stores too hot. That's why we go to the Asian store. Same product. Same product.
They would go to a store and two things.
I know where you're going with it.
You gonna add to it. You go into a store, they don't like you. They disrespect you. They talk junk about you, and they using you, and yet still you spend your money there. And you go in the store and you never ask them for a discount, never ask them is it half off. You just pay the regular price. You go to your friend, you go to your sisters, whoever, they can have the same stuff. And in your heart, they love you. But yet and still, you don't want to buy from them. And if you do buy from them, you're trying to get it for the lowest price ever. So you will pay the most and respect the most from the person that's disrespecting you, who mean you no good, but the person who loves you, you don't want to invest into their business.
Nope.
And if they don't come down on price, then you're going to just go back to the place where you get disrespected. How have we as a culture accept disrespect outside of the culture and still support them? But our culture love us, but you want to pay the bare minimum, but then yet and still talk junk about them when they don't give you the discount. Like, I don't get it. I don't.
Nope.
I don't get
it at all. But that's what they want. That's what
it could be the same. It could be the same stuff. And you guys, why we laugh at our own people? Like, I'm asking, this is open mic. I guess I can answer. Why we laugh at our own people when it's hard, when we have to put in hard work to do it. Look, let me give you an example. I don't care if you like this or not.
Don said it for you.
They want it for free. Yeah, they want it for free. They don't ask the other communities for free. Only us. We only ask ourselves for free. They go in there and pay high dollar for that stuff.
Huh.
So man, you hit me with a good. I forgot what I'm about to say. It's gonna come back. It's gonna come back. But yeah, man, we got to do better. We got to do better for ourselves, man. Like, we can. Oh, that's what I was about to say. I don't care if people, what I'm about to say, dislike what I'm about to say. You can like this guy, you can hate this guy, whatever. Tyler Perry he just made a movie on Netflix. I think it's called Stray. I haven't watched it yet.
Scrawl, yeah.
Scrawl? Okay.
Yeah.
The backlash of this movie, why Tyler Perry creating this movie about the black woman's struggle, getting rich off our struggle. Why you say that about Tyler Perry? I get it. I can understand it. It could be an argument. But do you know how many other people outside our culture that made movies about our struggle? Yet and still you pay for your whole family to go watch it. Also, this is Taraji P. Henson, who was on the Breakfast Club crying about the pay discrepancy between Black females and other female actors outside of the culture, and the pay discrepancy between female and males. What I'm looking at, Tyler Perry created a role for her so she can get paid like the way she's supposed to get paid.
Yep.
But you're on social media talking negative about Tyler Perry and the role that he made. And it's only from the people who's not doing anything. These Twitter fingers people, the social media. What the Dr. Umar say? These YouTubian struggle streamers. That's what he called them. YouTubian struggle. YouTubian. It's only from them.
That's Steve called them keyboard warriors.
Keyboard warriors. It's on. What are you doing? Do you know how hard it is? I don't care what you think about this guy. Do you know how hard it is for Tyler Perry to get to where he's at, good or bad? Do you know how hard it is to get there? Do you know how hard it is for an unapologetic Black male to be able to give other people jobs? And because they're dealing with millions and billions, you just dismiss it. No, this is their livelihood. But I'm pretty sure somebody outside of the culture made the same movie, there would be no talks about it. Oh, this was a great movie. Oh, it was one of the best movies. But because it's from Tyler Perry, now he get backlash. Oh no, man, that's I had a problem with that. Had a problem with that.
Hey, man.
Here's the funny thing: I ain't even seen the movie.
Nah, we do.
Yeah.
And everybody else is growing. But you know, it's that mindset, man. That mindset. A lot of people don't want to change their mindset. They want to stay right there in that one little culture, and that's it. You know, they love to say, you know, don't forget where you come from. Well, I don't care if I move to Alaska. I'ma always know I'm from Morgan.
Right.
I always know.
Here's the sad truth: what people don't want to talk about. I might want to forget where I came from.
What? They just ain't saying it.
They just ain't saying. Look, here, I'm gonna be honest. The only reason why, and this is, you can correct me, the only reason why I believe that we don't forget where we came from, that's our roots, that's what built us, our family there, our loved ones there, is where we grew up. But there's a reason why we move. There's a reason why we move out. There's a reason why we move away. That's what y'all don't want to say. There is a reason why I only go back to my hometown right now if it's to see family, if it's for work, or if it's to give back to the community. You don't catch me. You don't catch me in it. I don't want to say you don't catch me where I'm from if it's not one of them three. I'm not just in there chilling. I'm not just going to Food Line to buy groceries. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. Here's another thing, and this is sad. Where we from? We're in the top 10 as the most dangerous city in North Carolina.
Top 10, y'all. I hope y'all heard that. Top 10.
And why would I want to hang out in a place like that?
In the top 10, and other big cities ain't even in the top 10.
Ain't even top 10. Our city is small. We're probably one of the smallest cities. And the last time I did it, just around us, it was us, which is Waysboro. And I said cities, guys, not states. It was us, which is Waysboro. It was Lumberton, Laurinburg. I think then was the 3, and maybe Indian Trail.
Mm-hmm.
Then was the 4, like around it. But we was, the first time I looked it up, we was number 1. But then like a year later, we went up to like 3 and 4. But what I'm trying to tell the people I grew up with, the people I went to school with, people I hung out with, why do I want to come back? It ain't nothing but death and chaos. I would come back to help out.
Then if you
I would
come
come
back,
back.
that's what I'm going to say. You come back
Yeah,
wanting help, then none of them
yeah,
will support it.
yeah. That's the thing. Don't know about. I'm always down there helping out. I'm always down there, and I'm saying, Carl, he always down too. Y'all want us there to hang out and chill. Going back to Travis' video. No, we can't do that.
Mm-mm.
I can't come back and chill. You trying to get me held up with you? I got a life. I have a lady that's dependent on me. I have a future that's dependent on me. I have a lot of people that's dependent on me, and I want to live. I want to live longer from this age. But you want me to come back in that same atmosphere that almost got me hemmed up.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
here's another
go
thing,
back.
because I love you, brother. Whoever listening, I love you, sister. I'm only hanging around the people that make me better. Look at yourself in the mirror and ask, would you make me better? If I hung around you, what would I learn from you? What would I gain from you? What kind of business could we do together? But you want to hang out with me, though. I didn't understand it when I was a child about that time is better than money. Time is money. I didn't understand that. I understand it now.
Yep. As you get older, time is money. As they always say, rich people live like they don't have nothing.
Mm-hmm.
People that don't have nothing try to live like they're rich.
Mm-hmm.
Rich people, they may hang out, or wealthy people, they may hang out. They home at a certain time.
Mm-hmm.
They're not out all night because their mind is constantly, how can I maintain this so I can leave this for my children?
Right.
See, they got the concept and the mindset of what the Bible said. And a lot of them don't even go to church, but they believe
Right.
those principles. They apply those principles. So how can I do this? They're sitting there thinking, oh, let me try this. And one thing about, they're not scared to fail. They'll try even if they know it's gonna fail. They'll keep
Mhm.
trying. What's the Wright brother would have gave up inventing the airplane? If they would have gave up, somebody else would have done it.
Somebody else would have thought about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Ford, somebody else would have invented it.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that we see, if all them people would have failed and said, man, you know what, I ain't even gonna do this no more, somebody else would have just done it.
Mm-hmm.
If we
And
just
what?
get in the mindset of coming together and pulling together, a lot of stuff would change.
Also, what Carl is saying, guys, what you're not hearing. Understand your brain is powerful. You can create anything that you want. You can make anything that you want. It's um Albert Einstein have a quote that says, "Your imagination is life." No, your imagination is the preview to life's coming attractions. Meaning, if you think it, you can have it. If you think it, you can build it. If you think it, you can make it. If you think it, you can create it.
Yep.
And even go back, if you want to go back to the Bible, and I believe is Habakkuk 2:2. I'm gonna paraphrase it, but basically it said, if you have a dream, if you got a vision, you write it down.
Write it down. Write vision, make it plain.
Write a vision, make it plain. There it is.
He didn't say all this stipulations in between. He said write the vision and make it plain.
Make it plain. I don't know. I don't know why. I can tell you a plan, and it never comes to fruition. I'm just telling you. But it seems like when I write it down, it actually happens.
Mm-hmm.
When I write down that vision, and when I write down the vision or anything that I want to do in my life, I remember it easier.
Easy.
I just remember, I write it down. I just remember it. And so a lot of you say, life is over for me. I can't get out of this funk that I'm in, whatever, all of this stuff. No, you ain't even putting forth no effort. You're just accepting life for what it is. You're accepting that same job. You're accepting your house circumstances. You accepting stuff, and you're not trying. The thing is, it just could because you're lazy. You don't want to do nothing. You think somebody's supposed to do it for you.
Is it that they
That,
can't get out, or they don't want to get out?
or they don't want to get out. They just think it's easy. You done build your life of being a procrastinator and being lazy, and you don't want to try nothing. Look, just because it didn't work out, that doesn't mean you stop. Man, you know, so many people woe me stories. There's I tried it already and I did it and it didn't work out. Okay, do it again. Here's the thing. You said it didn't work out. You said it didn't work out. Here's the thing. It's not a failure. That was just another opportunity to learn. When you so-called failed, you learned something in your failure that you can apply the next time.
That part.
Come on, man.
That part.
So this is the deal y'all get when I'm not sleep deprived and I'm not tired. When I'm tired, I'm like, all right, what up, man? But I'm good, though. I'm good.
But we can do so much, man, if we just take the time out and just come together and do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a lot of stuff going on, and we see it's going on. But at the same time, it's a lot that we can come together and do for ourselves. Our neighborhoods can be strong. You know, we watch these movies, and we watch them for the entertainment purposes. But it's a lot of messages in some of these movies.
Mm.
You know, we watch when Planet of the Apes came out, not the original version, the other version. And when Caesar was sitting there and he had the sticks, it's one you can break. But we come together, you can't break that. And that's the concept they were showing in the movie. If we stood together as a whole unit of a culture, it'll be hard to break us. It'll be hard to come in and move stuff out the way. It'll be hard to set different boundaries from the outside. It'll be hard because it'll come back in and we can protect the neighborhood. Just like when they paint the picture of the Black Panthers as a bad group, but they really didn't know what that group was for. That group protected the culture, the youth, the community. The community. It protected that, especially the elder folks and the kids.
Yeah, no, it was a great movement. Like, it's a plan, because I'm not gonna go on a tangent, guys. It is a plan to destroy anything that an African American has going on when they doing it in a unified way. I just want to say that boldly and direct. It is a plan. And what happens here in 2025, when you read the history books and you see everything in this totality, this is the image that they want you to have. Because now there's a lot of African Americans, a lot of Black men, a lot of young ends saying, "Oh, I see why. I see why that they took them down, because it has been rewritten so many times, and you don't even understand the truth." Do you know how many? Do you know even just to apply and to be accepted into Black Panther? Do you know how much reading they had to do just to get accepted? You can even go. You can literally go online and look up. They had to read, I think it's 25 books, and it was specific books that they had to read before that they could get into the. It wasn't just all comers come in.
Yeah.
No, they had a strategic plan on who they was accepting into the Black Panther. They had that. They were militant in a good way, not militant as people out with just guns, just roaming the streets. No, they was legally militant, right? Yep. They were smart, and they had a plan, and they had sectors of leaders and people behind the scene. It was a organization. This wasn't just people that got together with it was somebody got together with the idea, but what I'm trying to say, it didn't stay just an idea and we're doing this. No, this was organized. Feel me?
Yeah.
So
organized.
One, I heard something. I don't know if this in the Willie Lynch letter. I forgot where I read this. But you know, back during slavery time, they would chop your hands off or burn out your eyes or even take your life if you got caught reading.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why when they asked why would they do that, it was like, once Black people know the actual truth, they wouldn't be able to stop us.
Yep.
So they wouldn't allow them to read to understand the power that they had. So let's fast forward to Black Panthers. They had knowledge. Now you got to understand, how were they taken down? It wasn't nobody that was face to face. It wasn't like my organization for your organization, COINTELPRO. Okay, go look it up, COINTELPRO. They had to have somebody infiltrate.
Yeah.
Infiltrate. They had to plant somebody within the organization, and they had to Trojan horse this thing. If you don't know what Trojan horse mean, go look it up. They had to Trojan horse this thing, and they had to kill it from within. That's the only way.
Yep.
And then what they did was, if you go outside of Black Panthers, people, if you go outside of this, all our people that we looked up as leaders, I don't care what they say, their personal lives and what stuff, everybody got a life. But all our leaders, they killed us right in front of our face. And what it did was stopped us from wanting to grow up and be a leader again. It stopped us from wanting to be a leader because we didn't want that to happen to us. So they get killed. They took all our leaders' lives. And now we were stranded, and most of the other leaders was now being leaders covertly. And we're still in that phase right now to where when one person step up, they tear that one person down. And what we do at it, we laugh at them. We laugh at our people. Look, I don't care what's going on with our culture. Look at all the Black men that's being torn down in the past 15 to 20 years. Look at it. Do you think this is a coincidence? Do you think that this is just happenstance? No, this is a plan. I mean, people that are alive and people that has passed away. They'll let you get a little piece of the pie, but they're not going to allow you to leave this earth with your name intact.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I'm on my soapbox again. I'm gonna let that lay.
like Marla said, that's what we have to realize. Knowing is power. Knowledge is power. We know stuff. It is power. It is power. A lot of times we don't want to accept that. We don't want to hear that, but we don't want to read. And then we sit back so long, and when we look at it, you be like, man, where does this law come from? What's it good? Man, it's been here. You just ain't read it.
Mm-hmm.
Malcolm X said it better. You want to hide the truth, just put it in a book, because he understood they don't read.
Right.
So you don't read what you expect. And then the ones that are trying to do something, if y'all ain't gonna help, pray for them, move out the way. Get out the way. You can't holler, we want our kids to be better, we want our neighborhoods to be better. But then when somebody's trying to help, then y'all got a problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
Which one do you want? You want their help, or you want to stay the same? They both can't live together. Somebody got to get put out. So what are you gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna approach this? But we laugh, like you said, Neil. We laugh. I said this in church, man. I said, boy, whole church got quiet. I said, y'all don't even know what when the original Boots on the Ground song first came out. The original, what it was really talking about. See, I really don't know.
And they dance to it now.
Yeah. I said, I'm gonna say this right here. A lot of y'all love it when they get to the part where them fans at. I said, I don't have no problem with the song. I don't have no problem because I like to dance myself, have a good time myself. So I don't have a problem with something. I said, I'm just gonna get on the other side for a minute. Y'all like to say where them fans at. The devil saying, where your kids at?
Mm-hmm.
Where your boys, where your sons at? Where your daughters? Where they at? Y'all don't know where they at because I got it.
Preach.
This is not no stone thrown at anybody that do these trail ride dance. Because y'all love to twist stuff. I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying the devil is like, y'all gonna have a good time. Because
Mm-hmm.
your kids while you're gone.
Man, devil ain't even got to work hard.
Not no more. That most that man was sick out of his mouth. Like this right here, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Like a big boss.
Hey, Devil Knight. Devil Knight. Doug Knight.
Let me get one of them big Cuban cigars over there.
Uh-huh.
He don't have to work no more.
He
What
don't.
do you got to work for? What does he got to work for?
Easy job.
Easy. And we make it easy for him.
Yeah.
But what we do, continue to go on, continue to do this, and I don't know, man. I don't even know. But we do it. And then, a lot of people say, well, prisons ain't nothing but a form of slavery. Then I said, why are we so in a hurry to get back to slavery then?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Y'all have all this knowledge, but y'all don't want to use this knowledge. So why are we so in a hurry to get back into slavery? If we're gonna say that's part of slavery, why we in a hurry to get to it?
Hey, Carl, I know why you said that. I agree 100% with you when you said y'all got all this knowledge. Why you gonna use the knowledge? Nah, they don't got knowledge. They just heard something somebody else said and it sound good. And so now they're regurgitating it with no research, with no intel. Because I'm pretty sure I in my heart, I'm the type of person, when you find something that's knowledgeable and is truthful, it ain't just knowing, you have to apply it. Like, what's the point of having information and you don't apply it or you don't disseminate it to other people? So you saying all this stuff that sounds good, but you going against what it is that you know. Do you honestly know the truth? Because I believe if you knew the truth, you wouldn't do it.
Nope.
If you said prison is nothing but new plantation, why are you so hurried to go?
Why are you so hurried to go?
Why are you doing this mess? You said this. If you said this, you must have some insight on this. So why you out here doing this foolishness? Why you don't think it can happen to you?
And I'm glad you said that, because this is right here that's gonna put it right there with what my man right here said right here.
My man right here. Oh.
See it again, you've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok. This is what he does. See it again, you've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok. This is what he does. See it again.
Love it.
You've been had. You've been took.
You've been hoodwinked.
Ran amok. Ran them straight, boy. And this is how they come in, and most of them come in and try to take over and just, you be like, man, whatever. But y'all, we're not here to down nobody. We don't have, what we down somebody for? We're here trying to give our little insight and our little education that we may have. And we may have insights on stuff that y'all don't even know, because y'all don't be out in the streets like that. Y'all don't encounter young people like that. Some of y'all
Right.
do. And the ones that y'all do, I would advise you to pay attention to what these young people are saying. These young people want to talk. A lot of times, us as adults don't want to listen because
Yep.
we think they don't know what they're talking about. But you ain't in the streets like they are. So they know what they're talking about when they come in the streets. You don't, how you gonna tell that kid nothing? He don't know what he's talking about the streets when you ain't even never been in the street. So how do you know?
Right.
Now this kid is in the street. Some kids are looking for a way out. They want to talk. They want to get this stuff out. I'm gonna say this, and a lot of y'all church folks, y'all can get mad if you want to. You can say what you want to. You can call me whatever. You know, I'm used to the names anyway and all that kind of stuff. Christ ain't gonna come and do everything for us. God ain't gonna do everything for us. There's some things we got to do. Yes, prayer is good. Prayer is always good.
Hold on, before you finish, let me do this right here. Yeah, be more careful.
Prayer is good. See, most of them will take that and twist it. Oh, he said, man, God ain't gonna do this and God ain't gonna do that. I'm not saying that. He ain't gonna do everything. There's some things we gotta do. See, a lot of times when y'all read the Bible, y'all don't read it closely because at any given time with Sodom and Gomorrah, he could have saved that. He could have done it. He asked Noah, can you find me at least one? So that means Noah had to go do some work to try to find that one. Noah couldn't come up with that.
Hold on, let me break that down just a little bit. Let me show you how graceful the Lord is. He didn't just start off with one. I think he started off with like 100 and went to 50, then went to 20, then went to 10, and went to 5.
Brought it all the way down.
Brought it all the way down to just one. Just one. Can you find me just one? Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
So that means we have to do work ourselves. Just like when Jesus left, it was the disciples. He left the disciples to carry out the gospel. That's work.
Mm-hmm.
Can he do it himself? Yes, he can. If that was the case, then we have a perfect world. Wouldn't be no evil at all. And for y'all smart Christians that's out there, and y'all think the devil is that dumb and that stupid, I will beg the difference against that, because he ain't stupid at all. He just crafty. He can't be stupid when he can quote scripture word for word. How stupid is that?
Yeah.
And he quoted against Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say to people to this very day, quoting scriptures do not impress me.
Right.
Are you living what you are quoting?
Right.
I can take the devil and quote the scripture better than anybody on this earth.
Mm.
You cannot quote me. Y'all, they be like, oh man, he can quote 100 scriptures. Man, the devil can quote scripture with his eyes closed. So it's gonna take work. If we're gonna do something, it's gonna take work. We gotta come sooner or later. We're gonna come together. I'd rather we come together sooner, because sometime later we be going to funerals. As we see, the richest people are out there in the cemetery. The knowledgeable people that got a whole lot of knowledge is in the cemeteries. The great leaders are in the cemeteries. And I ain't talking about from Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. I'm talking about these young kids. They're in the cemeteries. We're sitting around and the kids are being eliminated. And churches sit back like, well, all you got to do is bring them to church. I'm
No,
sorry.
you don't.
Sorry to tell you that. If you want them to even come to your church, you're going to have to come get them.
Yeah.
The devil is sitting there like, you want them, come get them. See, y'all don't want to look at the devil on that side, because y'all listen to y'all pastors all the time, and ain't nothing wrong with that. You listen to the pastors, but you might need to start checking behind some of them, because some of them just feeding y'all a bunch of stuff that because they know you don't read, so you'll believe what he say. But you need to check behind him, because the devil is like, come get him. You want him, come get him. Yeah, I see you praying. What's that gonna do? I got him. Come out here and get him. You want him? Come get him. Because you're going to have to come get them. And everything is not, you get out there and you got to preach this whole sermon outside in the streets. You don't have to do that.
Right.
Just go out there and talk to them. Maybe you can reach them just by talking instead of trying to preach to them.
Right.
Jesus didn't preach everything to everybody he met on the street.
So
if that's the case, then the woman that had five, 6 wives, he said the one you got now, husband, and he said the one you with now, that's not even your husband. He didn't say nothing. He sat there and preached to them. The woman that they want to stone to death, which I don't see how much they had that much time to follow her around like that and see if she was a adulteress, but they follow her around just to keep an eye on to see what she was doing. He said he would have seen catch first stone, then kneel back down. And all y'all pastors that tried to say what he was right, y'all wrong for that, because the Bible didn't say what he was right.
Right.
That's a whole nother subject. Then he got back up. Where's your accusers? Well, I guess they left. And then he just turned around and said, since they didn't condemn you, I won't condemn you neither. Go and sin no more. He didn't sit there and preach for no 20 minutes. He didn't sit there and try to give a whole bunch of words for a whole hour and a half. He said, just go and sin no more. My goodness, man. Why y'all got to do all this stuff? Y'all adding extra stuff. What make y'all so much special than doggone Jesus when he was walking this earth? What make y'all more special than him?
All right.
Then you sit there and you act like you can do more than what he did. Then when you get talked about, then you crying like a little doggone baby. And Jesus didn't even cry. He took it like a man.
So did. Reach.
Oh, they talking about me. Oh, they talking about me. Then y'all run to the scripture. Touch not thy anointed. Do that prophet no harm. That means I'm even supposed to lay my hands on you. But see, that's another story. That's another for another time. Because y'all really don't. Y'all use that talking about I can't even talk about y'all. If Jesus got talked about, doggone it, why you think you can't get talked about? What make y'all so doggone special? Neil, let me get off that box right there.
Stay on it. You know it's hard to set me up, but when I do, you cook it, boy.
Y'all get on here like y'all so much special than what Jesus is. It's like Neil, it's like they don't turn the whole thing around. Jesus said do this, but it's like y'all don't turn this around. Y'all on this side, oh, he talking about me. Why they doing this? And then when Jesus get you exposed, then you crying, showing up then. Why they saying this? Why they saying that?
Yo, let me give you an answer with you answering a question. Why did God kick the devil out of heaven?
Why you kick him out?
That's why the answer to that is that's why these people like they get mad, upset when people is just not listening to them and they want it. Because what did the devil want? What the devil wanted, they wanted. That's what they want. They want what the devil want. They want what Lucifer wanted. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah. And he had so much doggone influence. God said, since you want to hang with your boy, y'all out of here too. Hell was never created for us to go. But since we want to be so evil and wicked, that's where we go to. And for all y'all who think somebody that just got a good heart, they're going to make it in because they so good and so happy. They're a good person. They don't do no wrong. But God said the heart was wicked. Mm-hmm. So out of the heart, the mouth speaks. So he's a wicked person. The heart is wicked. God didn't say the heart was good. He said the heart is wicked. A good person ain't going to make it in unless he got a relationship with the Lord, period.
They become like a child.
And if you ever read the Bible and really read it closely, God never called us adults. He always said child. Yeah. Because we are forever learning. We're supposed to come back to him like we are a child, like because we are ever learning. You never learn all this stuff. Man, let me leave that stuff.
No, you preaching, boy. You getting it.
I'm leaving stuff longer. Now I know y'all can go, man, Pastor. Carl was on here saying this stuff right here. He was saying that stuff right there. Yeah, I sure was. I come from a different background than some of y'all do.
But here's the truth, though, about it. Carl, that ain't even you speaking. You got that from somewhere.
Yeah.
They got to go against the Lord on that.
Yeah.
They
And I
see the trick of the devil is to get them to come at you because you said this when you ain't doing nothing but speaking the Bible.
That's it.
So
Plain
you
reading.
so your madness and anger is displaced. He's just a messenger. God told us all to be disciples. Go out and be disciple. But you mad at him. Like, come on,
I
you
can get
can't
on
be
here
mad
and
at
just
God.
plain read and just plain
Mhm.
read. I can get on here and just plain read it. Because it says he was evil.
Mhm.
Like Marcus
Yeah.
said, why did I get married? You're just so evil, Angela.
So yeah. Like he was saying that because I asked you, I was like, why the guy kick the devil out? And I'm saying that's what people want. People want that power. God, the devil wanted the power of God. He wanted the applause. He wanted the people to worship him. And that's where this world came. I forgot what pastor said this, but he said you got to find the right church because most of these churches nowadays will send you to hell faster than the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's so true. And I'm like, there's a lot of pastors that they may not even know it, but they want that power. They want that praise. They want the congregation. They want the congregation to praise them. I had to leave a church because it was a lady bishop at the time. She was a pastor at the time, and I remember I don't want to say her name because I still love her, but I remember she said, "Do you know how many demons I wrestle with you guys at night? How much I pray?" She said, "Y'all should be praising me for how much I pray for you guys." That was my last day in that church. That was my last day in that church.
Put up the finger. I'm just going.
Yeah. And then, hold on. Let me tell you the trip now. Let me tell you the trip. Because I'm an observer. I'm not the one that's in the church. I'm not that guy. I'm observing. I'm listening. But I look around the church after she said that. Everybody falling out on the floor. Yes, speaking in tongues and like just giving her that affirmation that or confirmation what she just said, like it's true. And I'm like, are y'all serious? Do y'all just hear what she said?
Mm-hmm. Nope.
Neil, when you coming back to the church? No, I'm good. I'm all right. I love you though. I can't. I'm sorry. Okay. And I was young too. I was like 18 at this time. Like this was young Neil. Oh yeah. I can't do that. And I think my part with me and my heart, I just never been a follower. Like for that, I'm not gonna follow that, but at the same time, that is the importance of reading yourself. Carl just said this not too long ago. You guys can believe anything what a pastor, bishop, apostle, or anything what they say because you don't read. If you don't read and you don't get the knowledge, everything they say is gonna sound good. Everything they say is gonna sound right because you are endured to this person because they preaching the word. You love them. They are pulling on your heartstring, but you don't have no information to combat that. Not even knowing that could be a freaking devil in the skirt. Not even knowing that.
Don't even know it. Don't even know it. But the devil he can give some word. And everybody, thank y'all for tuning in with us tonight. If it's your first time here, welcome. Put a 1 in check. Let us know that your first time here. Wave, whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But and that's the thing. See, to catch and bring people in into like a cult mindset or anything like that, the devil has to put some truth in it to push the lie inside of that truth. And they like, now the devil ain't nothing but a liar. That's okay. I'm glad you said that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go to this right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna talk in our terms so y'all can understand.
Go ahead with it. Go ahead.
Talking our terms where you understand.
Hey, hold on. Let me say this right quick. Let them use you. Let them use you. Let them use you.
I'm gonna talk. Yes, don't get me wrong. What I'm about to say, but I'm gonna say this before I say what I'm gonna say. Yes, the devil is a liar. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. That is 100% facts. But let me show y'all something. How he could push the truth to make it, and it's true what he said. And I even want you to say it won't no truth. In the book of Job, and I love Job.
Mm-hmm.
In the book of Job, God asked the devil, where you coming from? He said, walking to and fro, see who he can devour. Okay, so let's fast forward some. He said, have you ever considered my servant Job? And I want y'all to tell me what a liar in this. He said, in just our terms and our talking, he said, you got a hedge around that man. I can't touch that. Did he lie? Now, you want me to, I go get the scriptures and pull the scriptures so you can see it for yourself. Did he lie when he said that? When he said that? He ain't lie at all.
There was an
He
escalation.
knew. Yep, he knew that. So that means him and God conversate sometime. Because he had to get permission to get to even fool with some of us.
Yeah. But not even that. Let me show you how the hedge protected Job and his family. The devil, we known for the devil to try anybody. The devil knew Job was that dude. He didn't even try him until he asked him to take the hedge away from him. That's the only time he tried him.
Yeah. Because he
and imagine that hedge being taken away and you try him and still can't get him. So imagine how good that hedge was. He took it away. And he never, oh my God, he never wavered.
Never. Even to the point where some of y'all men wouldn't dare tell y'all wives, you speak as a foolish woman. Y'all wouldn't dare tell your wife that.
Y'all wouldn't be getting tasty, getting spicy, be getting spicy with your tongue. Like talking about, why won't you just curse God and not like what? You my wife, you saying this to me? Girl, you speak as a foolish one. Girl, get away from me.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. Hey, you can play around with it you want to. Even the devil knew that part. And he didn't lie about that either. At all.
Now, here's the thing. I never thought about it. I'm going to be honest. I never thought, what if when he took the hedge around, the devil was able to tempt his wife to even say that?
You know what? Yeah, you got a point there, man.
I never thought of that because if you go back to Genesis, I truly believe Adam would not partake of whatever that forbidden fruit was if it wasn't for the lady. We get so blinded by these beautiful women. She brought it to him and he partake. She brought it him and he partake. So I'm going back to Job now. It's like the serpent is like, I still can't touch this guy, but his woman though, his wife though. Let me see what I can do with her. And she came up. You should just curse God and die.
Ooh, Lordy. Ooh.
Well, we sound like a foolish woman. Jesus.
How many men gonna tell their wives that, man, and not get put out?
Oh shoot!
Who you calling
That's
foolish?
powerful.
Who you calling foolish? Well, I'm just saying what the Bible. See, we want to say what the Bible say, but then when we say what the Bible say, that ain't what the Bible said. You don't supposed to talk to me like that. But I'm giving you the straight word.
Now, you know what I hate with that is that when a man trying to lead, the woman view it as controlling.
Oh yeah.
So when that man speak like that, or why you trying to control me? Why, I done heard why you always bringing in scriptures? Like, oh no, you don't want to fight against that, But that's what happened in that situation. Like the devil, like you said, the devil had to go to the Lord. He didn't even consider him. The Lord came to him like, what have you considered Job? He already knew he couldn't touch this guy.
Mine was nowhere near that.
And he tried just because he took down a head, still couldn't do nothing.
His mind wasn't even near thinking about messing with Job because he knew. He knew.
Man, what's that story? I was about to look it up. What's the story in the Bible to where, like, I think it was a wife. Was it her? Was it her still? The wife said something to the husband. The husband took up for the Lord, and he was like, the shadows came around the door, and he was like the feet of your of the men that's gonna take you away is at the door.
Oh man, I know what you're talking about. Oh, I can't think
I
about
can't think of it right now. I don't want to attach
exactly
that
what
to
you're
the
talking
joke.
about, man. I know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. Oh man, yeah. I'm trying to find that story too. I don't think that's attached to the one to where. No, it's not that one. Anyway, we'll find out. There we go.
Matter of
Where
fact,
we at?
since some of them don't want to believe me, I thought I just
Go
bring it up.
ahead. Go ahead with them.
Man. I just thought I'd bring it up. This is Job. This is Job right here, y'all. And you see right here, Job 1. I'm in Job 1. And I'm just gonna get to the part where I'm saying, did he lie? and the Lord said it to Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there's none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that fears God and eschews evil. Y'all see them word perfect and upright.
Mm.
Then y'all, this is part right here. Then Satan answered the Lord and said, thou Job, fear God for now. Has not thou made an hedge about him and about his house and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. What did the devil lie at right there? That's the devil talking right there. I ain't trying to say the devil don't lie. I'm not trying to say that. So y'all don't try to twist that. I'm not trying to say that. Then he said, but put forth thy hand now and touch all that he had, and he will curse thee to their face. So the devil said, look, you take all that stuff from him, man. Look here, God, he gonna curse you. But check out what the Lord said. And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thy hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord. That means you can do all you want to do, but you can't kill him. You can't unalive him. I ain't gonna grant you that power. I'll let you do what you want to, but I ain't gonna grant you that power to take him out. So some of this stuff that we may go through, it ain't all the devil himself. You say you this person, this type of person, you love the Lord that much. So God said, come here, devil, go get it. Go get him or her.
Mm-hmm.
And what we do sometimes, we leave the church. Mm-hmm. We leave from up under God. We just leave.
Two things with that. Like what you said earlier. Everybody in the chat, please listen up. Hear this right quick. The devil cannot do nothing to you, against you, tempt you in any kind of way without permission from the Lord. That's one thing.
Yep.
The Lord already know what's about to happen. He already know him. But I want you to understand where some of this, not all of it, where some of this stuff come from. And it's a positive, but you take it as a negative. All them prayers that you do, God give me strength, God give me love, God bless me with patience, God heal me. How do you think you're going to get strength, love, patience? How do you think you're going to get this? Like, are you thinking that God is just going to take a cup and pour it on you or throw something on you? No, you're going to get strength, love, and patience going through situations. You pray, imagine, think of the stuff you pray about, and then look at the situation that you go through after you pray about, and ask yourself, if you were to go through, what would you learn from that? What storm are you going through, and who do you need to be when the storm is done? So a lot of this stuff, a lot of the things that you're going through, you say, look at the devil. No, you've been praying for strength. You've been praying for love. You've been praying for patience. This is what you've been wanting, but you want it your way when God has crafted a position, a situation for you. And now you don't want to go through it because you don't like how it feels. Well, how you expect to get the love, the patience? The strength. How do you expect come on, guys? So most of this stuff is not the devil. Yes, the devil is cunning. Yes, in a lot of cases, like you said, he's a liar. Yes, the devil don't mean you no good, mean you only harm. Yes, but you gotta understand, you prayed for something better, and there's a lot of things you're praying for that God haven't given to yet because you're so immature. You will mess it up. You won't even know how to deal with the blessing. So in order for you to receive that blessing, you have to go through a situation of growth. And growth comes in the form of a challenging situation. But you got to be able to know that. And if you know that, oh man, you greater, you wise and stuff. But a lot of you, like what Carl said, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. If you are that man or woman of the Lord and you leave the church because a family member passed away, you ain't have a relationship at the beginning. You ain't have a relationship at the beginning. How can you love God, love, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Lord, as soon as your mom died, as soon as your dad passed away, then you turn your back on God. You was in a conditional relationship. Long as everything go my way, then I'm good with you, Lord. But soon as something happened that I don't like you. I don't like you no more.
Point blank. You mad at him? We
You
all
already
got
know
lead-
this is gonna happen.
We all got to leave this world one day.
Yeah,
Some of it, for some is sooner than later.
yeah.
I'm praying for the later.
And we all praying for the later.
Praying for the later. But it's gonna happen. You can't escape it. You can't run from it. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. I think the ones that shocking is the ones that you don't know. Like you have two types. You have two types that you do know. Like when we look at these, young guys that's living this life, we can look and say sooner or later this is gonna catch up to you. We got that one. We got the other one to where people is sick. People have an illness that we know in the some kind of time that they're gonna go. Like people minds can cope with that because they see it. But I think the problem is the unknown is when like God just call you home. Like there's nothing wrong with you, and people just die at 30, 40, 50 in their 20s. They died in sleep, a car accident, whatever, a freak accident, or even just older age. Like them the ones that people don't prepare themselves for. But like you said, we all know everybody got to leave here at some point in time. And what you want to do is leave the earth in a better place than it was than when you got here, at least in your space. I just still say if you're that man or woman of God and you're leaving the church and you stop believing in God because a family member passed away, you need to check yourself and see, did you really have a relationship with the Lord, or was it conditional or on your terms? Think of that, because it's gonna happen. What you can do is prepare yourself for it. Prepare yourself. One thing that I do is prepare myself for it is try to spend as much time with my mom and dad as possible.
Yep.
So what's gonna happen if you don't? When that day comes, oh my God, you might eat yourself out of your heart, because now you can't even be with them, and you had all the time, but you just rolled right by their house. The house was right there. You just rolled by. I do it later. I do it next week. I go over there. I stop by.
Might not be no later next week.
I'm saying this from experience, guys. My mom cut my heart deep like that when I was like 18 and 19. My mom told me, she said, you ride up and down this road all day, every day. You go here and there, but you never stop by and see your moms. I'm like, I know, Mom. No, I do it. She was like, and she just said, one day you're gonna want to stop by and see me. I'm not gonna be here. God, Mom, why you?
That cut deeper than anything.
I know. I said, oh, like that's all she said, and I hurt. Like
that stayed with you even up to the age that you are right now.
Oh yeah, it stayed with me. I remember like the entire day. And this when I was young, I was like I said, I was like 18. And I'm like, at that time I ain't in a crime, but I'm riding down the road trying to like not cry because I'm still was empathetic at the time. And I was like, why my mom just say that? Like my mom know how to cut. For real. But here's the thing: she was 100% true. 100% true. Can't even lie about it.
Especially when they say one day you're gonna wish. You're gonna wish I was, and you can stop by here, and you got, you had the kids. They just stick their parents in the nursing home, man. Don't even go see them.
Right.
Stuff like that. You be like, man, how you gonna just put your parents or your loved one in there and never go see them until they pass away? Then you think you flying in there because you think they don't live for them now.
Right.
Y'all, we're not saying we are Bible experts or theologians.
No, we're not.
We're not saying that. And I'm not saying, and not one time I didn't say that the devil is not a liar. I just said he told the truth right there.
Yeah, he did.
That's how cult leaders get you. They put truth in to cover up the lies they get ready to tell you. That's how they draw you in. Even when Christ said, it's going to be many that's going to call my name. It's going to be many that's going to pop up and say, Lord, Lord. It's going to be many that's going to say, I am he. And that right now, we're in that time, because I've seen about 3 people say there was Christ.
Right. Right. Let me say this.
Even
right.
David Koresh was here. David Koresh, though, he said he was Jesus reincarnated. Okay, bro.
Man, what I was about to say. Yeah, we just trying to help you guys out, man. I want you to understand this. This is funny to me. You guys, you say that the devil is a liar, which he is. Devil's a liar. But if the devil is a liar, why are you still falling for the lies? The devil's a liar. You know he a liar, but you're still falling for it. Here's why. And people ain't gonna just tell it to you straight like this. The devil knows what's in your heart. When you speak it out, he can hear it. And what he does is he put together an action plan to get you to fall in them desires of your heart. Come on, stay with me, guys. The devil gets you to fall within the desires of your heart. So here's what happens. Just give you an example. There's a man. I'm gonna speak to the ladies right quick. There's a man that you've been wanting the whole time, and you know you're not supposed to touch him. But he's married. He got a family. He have kids, but he just looks good. The way he run, the way he talk, the way he dress. Oh, he just looks amazing to you, and you got to have it. You was able to fight it off the first day, but you keep seeing this guy. And every time you see him, your heart flustered, your chest beating, and you're pounding, and you're losing your breath. And because of your desire in your heart, you think it's real. You think I'm supposed to have it. And then just out of one day, boom, here you go. You're sleeping with this married man. You're sleeping with this man that has a family, and you know it's wrong. And now you want to blame the devil. This was in your heart from the beginning. The devil didn't do nothing but play what was already inside of you, which is why we need a savior like the Lord. Once you admit that you are weak and you need God, then you can start to fight the fight correctly, because you think you can fight this off yourself, and you can't. You don't have the strength to fight that off. You don't. But that's why you can't see the devil lies, because he's what Carl said earlier. He's crafty. He's smart. He knows scripture too. He attacked you with the desires of your heart. I'm going to leave it right there.
He don't grab it. It's like a massage. Just massage. Oh, this is what you like. Okay. And guess what, man, with that? We tell them what we like.
That's what I'm saying. We open our mouths and tell them.
Tell them what we like.
You think them conversations with your best friend on the phone is easy? You think y'all just talking and joking? No, the devil. This the devil right here. He said, being at 2 o'clock. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna make this happen right now. Like the devil is taking those, and he orchestrating stuff.
Look, imp number one.
Mm-hmm.
Go get it.
Go get, yeah, right.
Go send John with that nice curly hair, that nice beard down there. That's what you want.
Hey, they over there. Hey, they over there. Oh, Papa, you need a sin or less? I got it. I'm gone.
And I always ask this question a lot of time. I say, hey man, I said we see what God, they rebuke stuff and rebuke this and rebuke that. I said, have y'all noticed this? When it came to the devil, he didn't say rebuke him. He said resist him.
Resist the devil. Mm-hmm.
They like, I never paid that no attention. He said resist. Because you resist something long enough, it'll leave you alone. I can rebuke anybody, but that don't mean they're gonna leave me alone. But sooner or later, if I keep resisting you, you're gonna leave me alone.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you rebuke, they're gonna leave you alone for probably about 1 or 2 minutes, and then they're gonna try again, come right back. They're gonna be like, God, they're gonna be like, dang, brother, man, all right, I'm sorry, I ain't mean to do you like that. Dude, all right. Soon as they feel you back calm, here they go again, huh?
Yeah,
nudging you, yeah. But you
Yeah.
resist. Here's the thing about resisting, and I'm gonna bring it back to the world right quick, guys. There's an old statement that says, man, what's that statement about like beating on the dead horse?
Mhm.
Like don't beat on, like you're beating on the dead horse. If you keep beating on the horse already dead. So take that example as if you're resisting, you're basically dead to the devil. Whatever he tried, he can't do nothing because you're resisting. And you get to a point to where like, man, all right, let me stop because it ain't working. It ain't. So what he do? He go move on. He move on. When he tried. And here's the best way to resist. I want you to understand this, guys. Get this tonight. The best way to resist is just put it in the Lord's hand. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to do it.
Here's another
Do it
example
yourself.
of resistance. You parents, when y'all kids be nagging y'all resist them. I want this, I want this. Can I get this? Can I get this? You don't even say nothing. You act like you don't even hear them. And what they do, they stop bothering. Stop bothering.
They be back there mad. That's how the devil be mad.
Mad. I know because I used to do that. Mama, can I have this? Mama, can I? No. Mama, can I have this? And she don't even say nothing then. She don't even say nothing. Mama, I'm still saying, Mama. She don't even say nothing. And then I just stop.
Right. You have to. I want to shout out Miss Yvonne Moore. Thank you. I really do appreciate you. I see what you're doing over here. Please get the people in here.
Yeah, y'all missed it. Y'all coming in because we just decided today to do it. And next time we just put one. Well, I'll normally put a flyer and tag people in it. So next time we just put a flyer up. And but if y'all missed it, y'all go back and check this out, especially toward the end, like where we at now.
Yeah, this was a good one. Yeah, this was a good one. And I want to say this because, like I said, this is a good one. I want y'all to understand this, and I ain't saying this for no flex. I just want you to understand how important and how easy this comes for somebody like me and Carl. Before we do these, we don't communicate about what we're going to speak about. We don't talk. We don't have no chat. We don't have nothing. Of course, we seeing some stuff through Messenger, but it ain't about, hey, what we speaking about tonight. Hey, what is it? We don't do that. We just come. I want you to understand the level of information I have to have and Carl have to have for us to be able to go 2 hours and 30 minutes and it be fruitful the entire time. Like it's easy. I say it's easy because our life is being shown right here, right now, because of our own studying, our own experiences, how we grew up, our own backgrounds. And the beautiful thing about it, we both have the same, our mind is aligned together. We didn't come together and say, you're going to play this character and you're going to be this type of person. No, we just came together and said, hey man, we both feel the same way. Let's just speak about it. And it's been like that every single time we hit it. So I want you to understand how you guys are getting jewels. We don't have no scripts written out. All these conversations coming from the heart. Now, if you want us to speak about something, send us some stuff and we'll speak about it. But most of the things we're talking about is coming from the heart. It's coming from experience. So we're able to go 2 hours and 30 minutes because we're passionate about it. We care about this. We both got full-time jobs and got to go to work tomorrow.
Sure do.
So I just want you to understand. I just want y'all to understand how passionate we're about this, how much we want to help, how much we want to give back to the community, how important this message is. It's very important. And I just want y'all to understand that, like, this is and when I say it's easy, like I said, I'm not saying that for a flex. That's just showing you the character of who we are and how we come. It's easy because we already have the information up here and in here. We already have the information. We don't have to do no research on this stuff because we either lived it or we've been around people who have lived it.
Yep. It's coming out from experience.
Experience. This ain't no podcast where we're like, we about to do shock job. We about to say, we're going to talk about this because this is what's trending in the world. If we was doing what's trending in the world, we would have been on have millions and millions and millions of views. But that trending stuff, trending only lasts for about 2 days. And then now you got to find something else that's trending. Find something. No, we come in here because we care and we love you guys. But we also want to give you the truth, no matter if it hurts you or if it builds you. But we know the truth that we give you, it'll break you down to build you up. I just think I needed to say that. I just think I needed to say that, guys.
I mean, we come on and like I just said, we talking from experience. This ain't just we seen this on YouTube or Instagram. Yeah, we do talk about stuff that we see.
We do.
But most of the time, when we message each other, we just message stuff we see in the world.
We do.
Then we get on here and we talking about stuff we don't see in the world. And what we have experienced and what we may even go through sometime. One day I'm gonna tell y'all some stuff that y'all may not know. But like tonight, y'all called us in rare form. Y'all called us in rare form.
They did.
It's what y'all called us in rare form. I'm just being straight up honest with you. You called us in rare form. I would say it's another side to us that y'all just hadn't really met.
Right.
But y'all just put your toes on party tonight.
Right. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit of toe. And we sit here, I learn a lot when I listen to Neil. And see, that's why I be trying to tell y'all old folks. I'm not calling myself old, but that's why I be trying to tell y'all old folks. Young people know stuff too. You gotta listen. Listen to the young people. The young people want to talk.
Right.
They got a lot to say. But we don't want to listen. And a lot of stuff, I can say a lot of stuff about the church, but y'all sit here, oh, you shouldn't be talking about the church like that. And then maybe I should go in the Bible and let the Bible talk about the church. I'm just gonna just read. Maybe next time we get on here, Neil, I'm just gonna read the woes, what Jesus said to the church.
I think that's the way we should go.
I think I be talking about the church, and I can put straight scripture up on them.
They not ready, dude. Do you know? I'm gonna say, and I ain't saying this in no disrespectful way. Do you know how easy and light you're going compared to how it's written out in the Bible?
Exactly.
Like you're making it easy for them to digest. This the Bible is just grind up coffee grain, nothing. They're not ready, man. They definitely not ready.
Maybe I should just read the woes to the scribes and Pharisees. What he told them.
Let's do that on the next one.
I'm like, okay, we're gonna have to. I'm just gonna read the woes. I ain't gonna read all the good stuff that y'all so used to listen to. I'm gonna read the woes. Maybe I should play a couple of pastors that just straight up just Revelation, y'all. A lot of y'all scared of that book.
They don't
Y'all
even go to
scared of that
Revelation.
book, boy. And even in the book of Revelation, Revelation said it's a blessing to read. Whoever reads this.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't like to read it because it talks about the end.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you don't want to do it. But you read that part when it says hair like white like wool, head like but feet like brass. It's like, you'll read that part.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all looking at, oh, that's Jesus, that's Jesus. But what if I told you that?
Mm.
Then y'all, ooh, you ain't never a hypocrite, ooh, stuff like that. But what if I said in Isaiah 53 describes Jesus though? From John the Baptist describing.
Mm-hmm.
Or some of the other people that describe it. But see, you'll chastise me because you don't see no pastor in front of my name. But how do you know? You don't know. You don't know what's in front of my name.
Mm.
Yeah, because I don't talk about it.
But still, gotta understand, God called us all to disciple. He called everybody. Called everybody.
People don't
And
got so wrapped. Go ahead, Neil. I'm sorry.
No, you cool. And I was saying, and we gonna have to look, just cause you're sitting in the pews under a pastor, you got work to do too. You're not just sitting there and that's it for you. He called us all to disciple, and we all gonna have to be held accountable for us on our day. Okay, I just want to say that.
Yeah, we don't got so caught up in freaking titles. That's why I said earlier. I know a lot of y'all want to hear then. That's why I said earlier. You know, it's like we don't switch roles and twist the Bible backwards because so many people so wrapped up in these titles. Oh, my name is Bishop so and so. I'm Apostle so and so. I'm Minister so and so. I'm Doctor so and so, and all this kind of stuff right there. But then when I take you in the Bible, you didn't even see Jesus even announcing who he was.
Mm-hmm.
Even when he was talking to Peter, he said, "I know what they're saying." He said, "But who do you say I am?" He was concerned about what they were saying.
Mm-hmm.
He want to know what his disciple that was with him. Who do you say I am?
Mm-hmm.
Only time you really seen Jesus start comparing himself to the Father is toward the end when it was about time for him to check out of here.
Mm-hmm.
See, I just make it plain like that. You know, if you want it sophisticated and eloquent, then you might better go get you one of them pastors that talk like that. I don't talk like that. And so if we really went by what the Bible said, Neil, a lot of these pastors that been ministers at a young age and been pastors at a young age wouldn't even be there.
Right.
Because according to the Jewish laws, you couldn't touch the mic as we have of today. You couldn't be no pastor, none of that until you was 30. Yeah, you had to be 30. They considered you mature at that time. All this stuff, I'm a pastor at 9 years old, 15 years old, it wouldn't be that. They couldn't do that back in the Jewish days. That's why everybody keeps saying, a lot of people keep saying, well, you know, Jesus was a preacher. He was preaching at 12. No, he wasn't. If that's the case, why for 18 years you heard nothing else from him?
Right.
18 years. Because Jewish laws, you couldn't be no minister until you was 30. And I'm quite sure some people correct me if I'm wrong. That's fine. Because you know, I need correction too. But from what I read, you couldn't be no minister, you couldn't be no pastor until you were 30. Because they considered you mature back then.
The
18
thing
years,
about
you didn't hear that from him. So where was he at then if he was a preacher?
Right. The beautiful thing about it, if you are wrong on that, that just shows everybody how authentic we are. We're not doing research. There are some things we will come back and correct ourselves, but we're literally coming to you from our hearts with the knowledge that we have. So we're not trying to be right. We trying to help and save and bring us together. And in the midst of that, we may say something that you may not rock with or may not convey it the proper way. But our purpose is for unity amongst one another
Mm-hmm.
and give you this work.
And if that's the case, then I get one of my Facebook friends, Pastor Mike Holloway, to come on here.
Mhm.
See, can I get him come and let him break some stuff down?
Right.
See, I would get somebody that y'all don't even know to break some stuff down, because you get your favorite pastors around here. It's gonna be some pastors to disagree with anyway. If you agree with everything a pastor say, it's something wrong with you.
Because they're not reading. They not reading. If they agree with every single thing, they're taking the pastor word at face value. Secretly, what happens? That pastor become their God.
Yeah. And God already warned you about that. Yes, we listen to him. Yes, we do all this. Yes, we understand that you know he's the voice for right now, but he's not God. No man or woman is a God. So
Can't do it.
you can't do it, man. You can't do it. Because there's some stuff I disagree with some pastors, even my own.
Mm-hmm.
But if a pastor can sit there and preach you hard and all this kind of stuff, and he never give you any scripture to go back and read, and you never and you don't go read them for yourself, and he don't give you any, I would be kind of, wait a minute, why you ain't giving me no scriptures?
Right, right.
There's a lot of pastors said, just don't believe me. Go back and check behind
Go back
me.
and check. Right.
So, man, we gotta get out of here, man. We gotta go to work.
Yeah. We do. They can have this one. This is a good one. They needed this. I'm just so mad I couldn't make it public on my page. I'm gonna repost this. This was amazing. This was a good one.
That's right. I'm glad you said it, Miss Yvonne. You got to know that word for yourself. The Bible says, "Study to show thyself, approve me, you, your own self."
Or you can rightly divide.
Not study and just believe everything the pastor say. He should study for yourself. Y'all say, I said, she said it. I'm just agreeing with it. So that's what it said.
And again, Miss Yvonne, thank you. You done lit up the whole post with your whole friend catalog on Facebook. I appreciate it.
Yes,
we needed
everybody come in with Miss Yvonne. We thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. This is your first time. We welcome you. Open mic night. We just decided to do it today, but we will be posting. I will be putting a flyer up next time we come on, because we're gonna talk. I'm just gonna plain read the scriptures. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let y'all see what Jesus said. Woes unto these scribes and Pharisees. That's all. I'm just gonna read it. I might not even put nothing into it. I'm just gonna read it for what it is.
Woe the man who calls evil good and good evil. But let's not get into it right now. No.
I thought you could bust out a rap there for me.
I know, right? I had to do it.
Man. Before we get out of here, man, what you got, man? What you got coming up?
Oh man, keep it short, right quick. Just the two things from last time. Hey, you guys, I have a Discord with young men, older men. It's called Roots and Branches. If you really know any young men, older men, that can benefit from this, please send them my way. Also, like I said, I have a GoFundMe. Dang, we're gonna post this every time, but I got a GoFundMe. I'm trying to put together something for the homeless men and women. It's in Charlotte, North Carolina. I need to get them some shoes, clothes, tents, toiletry stuff, things, food, a lot of things that they need, and just want to be able to get them some showers as well. Make them feel needed, make them feel wanted, but get them some stuff that they need. So I have a GoFundMe that would I'm trying to raise up to $30,000. So I can host this for a weekend, maybe in this summer, if not before the year is out. So that's the two things that I have going on. And like I told you earlier, I'm working on something. I can't say it right now, but guys, get used to this AI. This AI is powerful, And with AI, you can do anything right now.
Amen. Amen. Amen, Pastor.
Hey, man, you better say it. Let them use you. I love it, boy. I gotta go back to a Baptist church. I'll
Hey,
give
hey,
you a
hey,
good one in.
Amen. Especially that ones that they don't say it loud. Let me
Oh.
use you.
I know, right? Let them use them, Pastor. Like, I love it. I love all that stuff. Y'all
Man,
don't
yeah.
hear me.
Oh
I
man, yeah.
love it.
Oh man, yeah. All this stuff, man. But
Let
yeah,
them have your way.
and I seen some men in here. Men, if y'all want to be a part of that Discord, just hit us up, man. Hit us up because we're
Yeah.
trying to get something started, trying to get
Right.
things and going on with, especially young people.
Right.
I know
right.
y'all got some young guys y'all might know, and this is
Right.
just one of the platforms that we use. What I got coming up, I got a shirt going now. It doesn't matter to you until it affects you. I'm keeping it in the family too. Near my niece be making.
Hey,
My
hey,
niece,
that's
my
what's up.
niece,
Keep it in the family. Yes, all in the family.
yeah. And I got that going. If you want one, just hit me up. You know, great price. It ain't no $75 like some of these shirts or $50. It ain't none of that like that. Hit me up. My logo is that I say it doesn't matter to you until it affects you. A lot of times we don't want to be concerned about nothing until it hits home.
Mm-hmm.
So we got that. I got that going on, and Sunday is Father's Day.
I want to go in and say it before you get it. Happy Father's Day, Carl.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Men, don't worry about going to any restaurant. You can get into any restaurant this weekend you want to with no problem. See, they ain't gonna be back like the Mother's Day.
I know, right? We simple.
We simple. You're gonna be able to get it unless you get a grill. That's your Father's Day gift. But guess who's gonna cook on it? It will be you that cook.
It'll be you. Jesus. I don't want to do nothing on Father's Day.
I got this picture, man. He had the picture. Mother's Day, Texas Roadhouse. Father's Day. What
Yo, what is it? What is it?
Them little dinners, them frozen dinners.
One of them stofers. One of them stofers.
I said, man.
One of them hungry jack. Was that hungry jack?
Oh man, it was too funny, boy. I see that, boy. That was too funny, man.
Them hungry man dinners, man. That's crazy.
Oh, man, one of them little frozen dinners.
Oh man.
So yeah, so Father's Day is Sunday, y'all. All the men in here, happy Father's Day, early happy Father's Day. I'm planning on jumping on for probably a little bit for Father's Day, man. Give a shout out to all the fathers and mothers, please. Oh, because I say this in my post today. Please, 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 please. Can we at least have one day?
What?
Can we at least
let
have
that go?
one day?
I'm gonna just let that go. I will be here another 30 minutes if I respond.
Can we at least have one day, please? Please. I'm about to be like James Brown.
Please. Hey, you remember that episode on the Cosby's where the next year, Father's Day, he wore everything that they bought him the previous Father's Day?
Yeah.
And it was like, that was just so funny because, Mother's Day, get her the bracelet she always wanted, get her that ring, take her out here, take on this trip. Father's Day, we don't even have a commercial. We don't have a commercial.
Yeah.
Get her some socks. Give him a tie. Give him some. What? Why are you going to get him some tennis balls?
For what?
Don't even make sense. I don't even play tennis. You think you about to buy me a walker? You about to buy me a walker? Like, what's going on? Nah, I'm out, man. I'm out. I'm listening. My voice is gone and I'm sleeping. This was a good one.
I'm gonna put the last one up.
Right.
June is mental health month.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna put this up there for a minute. I know y'all probably can't see that, but I'm just gonna put that because I said on my post, I said, look, man, when are we going to start having support groups for us to come together and talk out what we're dealing with? Men, when are we going to drop that? Oh, I got a donkey there, but you know what I mean with that donkey.
Mm-hmm.
that old mentality that men don't supposed to cry and get that mess out of us. Men, when are we going to check on one another instead of thinking we all right? Men, when are we going to stop thinking having all this sex is going to solve anything? And I got in parentheses, plenty would disagree with that one. Men, how are we going to help the young men heal if we refuse to heal? The list can go on and on. Those are just a few, and we are not perfect, but we do deal with a lot. Some is self-inflicted, some is put on us, some is because we refuse to deal with it, etc. It's a lot going on, drinking, smoking, etc. It's not going to solve nothing. It's just a band-aid for the moment. Sometimes we need to talk to someone or get some professional help. And before you Christian folks, but you know I had to put that in there, Neil. Before you Christian folks say all you need is Jesus, I would say, well, I'll hold that comment for right now because you definitely ain't ready for that conversation. But I'll just say this one comment. If all you need is Jesus, then why are you running to a man and woman or a woman with your problems? Take it to Jesus. God put certain people to help, and I get it. You can't tell everyone your problem because they will tell someone and talk about you at the same time. Men, it's time to come together and just talk and free ourselves. Me, for one, I'm down. If y'all want to talk, let me know where and the time, and I do my best to make it. Or I can plan something myself whenever, whichever one works. We don't need no preaching or judgmental. We just need to talk before we go under like a submarine. I got that submarine picture right there.
I see it. That's real.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and repost that.
So yeah, it's time. It's time. I had one a few years ago. I had put something together down at the Holland Center, and it was titled How can we help the young men heal if we're not healed?
Right. Right.
So if they want to put something together, I put something together. Neil, me, you get together. We'll put something together.
Yes, sir.
This man.
You already know I'm on board with that.
Yeah, it's time, bro. It's time, man. You know, one thing I can say about these women, y'all, we get ready to get out of here. One thing I can say about y'all women, Miss Yvonne, boy, y'all got some support.
Yeah.
Y'all would go talk. Y'all women would go sit down and talk, cry, not be running every which way, but they get it out. Men, man, I'm all right, man. All right. But you be about ready, y'all gonna take yourself out of here.
Don't even know why. Just do it.
Run. Ain't nothing wrong with talking to a woman, but a woman cannot help you solve a manly problem. Because sooner or later you're gonna start having feelings for that woman because you're pouring your heart out to her.
Sure, it's probably gonna happen that first night.
Yeah. Oh, you just understand me. And here come the line. My wife don't even understand me.
Oh,
I can understand me. There go the line right there.
You don't have to deal with everything that your wife go through. As soon as you mess up with your wife and you dealing with this lady you pouring your heart out to, you're gonna be in the same boat.
Same boat. So did nothing help. Just let me know when Cornelius will be back on as participant, like what he discusses. Yeah, yes, he's on open mic.
Yeah, I'm always here.
So
I'm always here.
Sunday I'll be back on. It'd be just probably me and Brandon because it's Father's Day. I know we'll be able to go somewhere and eat. We decide to go eat. I don't know what my girls may do. Or do you know, Neil, they call me and say, Daddy, we know it's Father's Day, but you gonna take us out to eat?
You gonna take us out to eat? No, y'all take me out to eat.
But I'll probably be back on for a little while, just giving a shout out to the fathers, and because we don't get appreciated like that, and we get it, right. It. Moms are special, and we just thank everyone for coming on, everyone for tuning in. Like I said, your first time, we hope you come back. Check us out on Sunday. My son come on at 4:30. Smooth Talk Podcast. He come on at 4:30, and I come on right after him at 6 o'clock on a Real Talk Conversation, where we have created a platform to come together to commune together and not divide each other. Too much division in this world already. We don't need no
Too
more,
much.
especially among us.
Right. I agree.
Anything else, Neil?
No, nothing else. I done gave the rundown. I will say this: if I jump on Sunday, y'all stay tuned because I'm gonna be buck wild. I'm just saying, I'm gonna be buck wild. Y'all not gonna like me. Y'all gonna want to ban me. Y'all gonna want to ban.
Hey, we're gonna bang you that Sunday evening and bring you back open mic later on.
I'm gonna have to. What I'm trying to go after is I'm gonna have to go on an apology tour before I can come back. But no, yeah, no, I'm good, man. I just said everything. Last thing, all social media, if you want to follow me, follow me. I am Cornelius Dunlap. Want to shout out to my guy, Jawan, Jawan Smith. We do a movie review channel. Our channel is called Two Friends and One Show. We are film and TV show podcast, and he just got finished doing it's the new scary movie that's came out. I knew nothing about it, but it's a scary movie. Man, I wish I had the name so I can plug it. But I just got finished doing a review on Ballerina, the spinoff from the John Wick franchise. But yeah, so please support us in that, and yeah, we'll love you forever.
Yeah, I thought Neil was banned. Yeah, he was banned. He was banned off Real Talk Conversation, but he's wide open on open mic night. He's banned
yeah. Yeah. Wide open mic. Oh man, I'm gonna.
If he get banned on open mic, he still got two other Real Talk Conversation and Smooth Talk podcast.
Right. Dude, I was gonna say this for you, man. And you and Brandon has already thought of this. You guys have Real Talk, open mic, and what is it? Smooth Talk
podcast. Yeah,
dude, you got 3 podcasts. You got to figure y'all. It's time for you to become a network. Like it's time for you guys to be a production because you got 3 different engines. Like you gotta almost like what is it like Tyler Perry Studios?
Mm-hmm.
It's time for you guys to be a producer for other people. Y'all got 3 platforms.
Yeah.
So think about that, man. Production company, people can funnel into it could be the McCoys. It could be the McCoy. Yeah. People can funnel into McCoys, and that'll be the thing that push out everything else when it comes to money. Instead of sending money directly to 3, y'all have. It's almost like the military. Have the military, and then you have the branches under them and stuff like that. But I wanted to talk to you about that the other day.
Yeah, we gonna get together. Y'all heard that first. All 3 coming together. Stay tuned for the next episode.
Hold on. This on the Quiet Storm? The Quiet Storm? I ain't heard Quiet Storm in a while. Jesus.
Yeah, that's where I got it from.
What that music? Hey, boy, I used to love it. The Quiet Storm, baby.
Oh yeah,
man, I gotta go get out of here, man.
They don't know nothing about that. That's when you heard some real good love music.
Oh, that's that good, man. I was young listening to it. I love the Quiet Storm. Guys, get us out of here, man. I'm this bed right beside y'all. See the bed? Y'all see that? It's right beside me.
Hey, this how it be. This is the Quiet Storm. You listen to Keith Sweat.
Had that thunder and rain playing in the background. Oh man, I loved it.
Hey, Neil, man, appreciate you, bro, man. Much love to you, bro.
Yes, sir. Same here. Likewise. Have yourself a great night.
You too, man. Y'all, we thank y'all for coming in. We'll holler at y'all on the side. Y'all know how we do it. We out.
Peace.